to do to start is Ben Newell in the 83 machine on his outside. Clayton Ward, the number 53. Hunter Stutzman in the 668. Here we go. Green flag. Pete Richardson out front as he makes his way down the backstretch, 9:29. Garrett Thompson in that second spot. Newell right behind him in that third position. Coming around lead lap number 1. Pete Richardson, the number 64. 9:29 and Garrett Thompson in that second spot. We got caution on the track. Parts and pieces falling off of vehicles. We're going to get that. Not sure who that come off of. We'll check as we come around. Again, caution here on lap number 1 for debris. Caution being brought to you by Keys, Cars, and More. I messed that up. Car, Keys, and More. Providing automotive locksmith services for your location, including key duplication, key origination, remotes, laser key cutting, key programming, and much, much more. Give them a call, 417-438-4848. All right, 1 lap complete, the leader plus 3. Pete Richardson, your current leader. 1 lap in the books here in your Monett Reynolds sales. Again, this is your April 18th makeup race here. Restart will be on the backstretch, ladies and gentlemen. Be watching for them as they make their way between 2 and the backstretch. Richardson hits that loud pedal. They're making their way around the backstretch. Good a restart for Richardson here. Coming to the green flag there. Let's expect the flagman Chip Abramovich to have a green flag in his hand. Didn't happen. Pete Richardson out front, big. Coming around a complete lap number 2 here in your Monett Reynolds Sales Midwest Modified April 18th makeup race. Richardson out front by 7/10 of a second. With a 9:29 of Thompson. Newell on his inside. Going to be a good race for that second spot. Top 3 starting to break away just a little bit. Clayton Ward back there in that number 53. He's currently sitting 4th. Pete Richardson out front of this thing still here on lap. Coming to lap number 3. Three complete on to lap number 4. It's my first night. You'll have to forgive me. Top 3 again starting to pull away here. Richardson, Thompson, and Newell. Coming around 3 and 4. 22 machine getting a little wild there. He'll loop it around in turn number 4, and that will bring out the caution here. Again, caution coming out here. Again, the 22 machine bringing out your Cars, Keys, and More caution flag. What'd you think about that, buddy?
Hey, that 34, Josh, lost the whole right side of his rear end. Did you see that?
Let's wait. Let's wait.
He forgot to put bolts on it.
All right, going to be looking for that Freedom Bank green flag as we hit that Johnson service station restart zone on the backstretch there between 2 and 3. Green flag, here we go. Richardson, another good restart. Newell going to try to take a look to the inside of him, and that'll be a challenge for the lead. Problems on the Holloway machine. something going on there in turns 3 and 4. A couple cars getting loose up there. Richardson still holding on to the lead. He's got a little sheet metal damage now. Newell on his inside. Richardson on the outside. Newell challenging for the lead. They're nose to nose. Newell gonna lead that one. Newell looking good on the inside. Pete Richardson on the outside. He completes the pass. Ben Newell, your leader here. Coming up to your halfway point here in your Monett Rental and Sales Midwest Modified makeup feature. Ben Newell out front, Pete Richardson in that second spot. Garrett Thompson in third. Good battle back there for the fourth position. The 84 machine looking to get around Clayton Ward, rather. Way up next to that fence, making sure nobody's going to get around them. Hunter Stutzman right there on the bumper of the 84 machine, making their way through 1 and 2. Front 3 really starting to stretch out now. Jordan Holloway pulling off on the number 21 machine. Maybe saving it for tonight's feature. Newell starting to extend his lead here over Pete Richardson. My race pass is being a little goofy right now, so it's hard to see the raw time of the things. Coming to lap number 12, going to be 3 to go this time by here in your Monett Rental and Sales Midwest Modified A feature. Richardson in that second spot. Garrett Thompson in third. Clayton Ward in the fourth spot. '84 machine of Dayton coming all the way from the rear, currently sitting in that fifth spot. White flag out. Going to be out for your leader next time by. Coming around for the white flag, white flag being brought to you by Piles Appliance and Mattresses, offering a unique twist on mattress store, providing a diverse selection to cater to all preferences. Newell going down the backstretch, almost a whole straightaway lead now as he makes his way through 3 and 4. And looking at that checkered flag, brought to you by JB Auto Works. Clayton Ward. Clayton Ward spinning it, not able to cross the finish line there.
Come back out at the end of the night for your trophy, please.
83 of Ben Newell going to take the win here in your makeup race from April 18th. Pete Richardson finishing that second spot. Garrett Thompson rounding out your top 3. Legends Jackie Dalton starting on the pole, and his outside is going to be the number 18 of Joe Crum. Chance Gilbert due to start on the inside of run number 2 on his outside, going to be the number 41 of Peyton Pyle. Dave Comer in the 9C going to start from that 5th spot on his outside, going to be the 67 of Eric Tracy. Inside at row number 4 is going to be Davin Lawson in the number 8 machine. On his outside, the 8 Triple I of Zerny Vess. 85 Triple I. Man, I almost had it right. Kenny Foster, number 55, going to start from the 9th spot on his outside. Brooks Thompson in the 18T.
What happened to all the Midwest Mod drivers that didn't show up tonight?
They look like something mafia people would drive. Did you hear me?
I heard you, buddy. Mafia. All right, lights are out. We're getting ready to go green flag racing. Jackie Dalton on the pole. Joe Crum to his outside.
Caution still out, gentlemen. Caution is still out.
Caution still out. The 18 machine
Sit down.
of Brooks Thompson making his way out to the track here, just a little bit late. All right, Dalton bringing him around 3 and 4. Got a much better pace this time around. Joe Crum on his outside hits that skinny pedal. We're green flag racing. Joe Crum with an awful start. Falls back about 4 positions, maybe 5. Something missed maybe on the Joe Crum machine as he does not get a good start. Oh, and he collects the 18T. That may bring out the caution here. I don't know if he'll be able to make it over the hump, and he will not. That will be an original restart there. Tough way to start your Ozark Mountain Sanitation INX Legends A feature.
The outside lane will move up a spot. The whole outside lane will move up a spot.
Josh, what happened? Did he run out of gas?
He ain't got no gas in it.
He ain't got no gas.
Again, caution coming out there for your outside pole sitter, Joe Crum. Something amiss on his machine. Tried to take it to the outside, and it did not work, collecting the 18T of Brooks Thompson. That will be the first car keys and more caution flag of your INX Legends A feature, brought to you by Ozark Mountain Sanitation. Looks like we're going to have to hook them up. That's going to take some time. Be a good time to read you some sponsors here. Big thank you to Berkey Racing Products there in the back. They're a new sponsor for the Grand Old Lady this year. Berkey is committed to providing racers with superior customer service and quality parts at affordable prices. They carefully select products that are race proven and that provide superior value to you, the customer. They stock a full-time dirt circle track parts and a stocking distributor for all major warehouse included Day Motorsports, Speedway Motorsports, and Performance Bodies. Visit their website at berkey.com for all of your racing needs. All right, lineup looks right. We're going to hold the caution though. Moving a tire back there in turn number 4.
Stack it up, drivers. Stack.
All right, again, going to be an original restart there in turn number 4. Racing Ricky out there telling them when to go. Going to go green flag racing next time by. I'm sure they're paying attention to Racing Ricky there. Ignore Chip Abramovitz in the booth. Again, Jackie Dalton on the pole. Peyton Pollen is outside now. Getting them all wound up. Coming through 3 and 4. And a green flag. Here we go. Green flag racing here in your Ozark Mountain Sanitation INX Legends A feature makeup race from April 18th. A lot of side-by-side racing action still as they make their way down the backstretch. Dalton on the pole. Peyton Pollen is outside. Who's going to lead lap number 1? Looks like it's going to be Jackie Dalton and the number 21 machine. Peyton Pollen in that second spot, just 1/10 of a second behind him. Watch out. He's going to get split. Chance Gilbert in that 01 right on his bumper now. Peyton Pollen moved back to that second spot. He's got Dave Comer right there on his tail. Comer looking to the top side now. Going to poke it back down to the bottom. Jackie Dalton going to lead lap number 2. Chance Gilbert up to that second spot again. Going to take a look to the bottom side. Comer making a move on Peyton Powell as they make their way down the backstretch. Comer move up to that third spot. Jackie Dalton holding up. Chance Gilbert looking to the bottom side one more time. Going to be nose to nose, tail to tail as they make their way down the front stretch here. Jackie Dalton credited with the lead lap there on lap number 3. Chance Gilbert in that second spot. Jackie Dalton holding on to the lead from that outside. Out front there, Chance Gilbert in that second spot. Dave Comer in third. Peyton Powell and Davin Lawson fighting for that 4th position in that number 8 machine there. Lawson with a good run off of 2. He'll look to the top side of Peyton. Peyton shuts him down. Lawson, taking another look at that top side. He's side by side. He'll take that 4th position here on lap number 5. Meanwhile, out front, Jackie Dalton, Chance Gilbert, and Dave Comer fighting for that lead position there. Chance Gilbert taking another look to the inside here. Jackie Dalton, still your leader here on lap number 6. 6 laps in the books here, 9 to go in the Ozarks Mountain Sanitation INX Legends A feature. Chance Gilbert with a really good run. He may complete the pass here if he can use that lap car. Dalton way high. Lead held by Jackie Dalton. Chance Gilbert was out front. Couldn't quite complete the pass. Everybody gets around the lap car there. So Chance Gilbert on the bottom side now. Jackie Dalton way up high using that top line. Top 3 right there together as they make their way through 1 and 2. Chance Gilbert going to give another go as he has a great run off of 2. He'll complete the pass. Dalton holding on to that top side. Again, lap traffic going to come into play here. Chip Abramovitz lets them guys know to hold their line as you got leaders right behind you, but they move up right in front of the leader, Chance Gilbert. Gilbert, your new leader, as he makes his way down the backstretch. Credited with the lead the last lap by Jackie Dalton in that second spot. Dave Comer in third. Gavin Lawson in the 4th position. I can't see who's in 5th. Down the backstretch they go. Chance Gilbert all but checked out now. Major lead. Half a straightaway lead for the 01. Chance Gilbert running his fastest lap that last time by here on lap number 11, running a 20.080, almost in the 19-second range. Caution coming out here once again for the 18T machine of Brooks Thompson. Car keys and more caution here being brought to you by the 18T of Brooks Thompson. Not sure if he just spun or what he's doing, but we've got him sitting up there at the top of the turn number 4. Excellent battle out front between Jackie Dalton and Chance Gilbert. Chance Gilbert taking the lead.
55, B2, 18T, 49, 68, 92V.
It's the 18T. Yes, sir. 18T. Brooks Thompson.
21, I need a lane choice, make it obvious. 21, I need a lane choice, make it obvious. 9 out. 9 out. 9 to the outside. 9 to the outside.
Was that a good race?
Down.
Oh, it's not even over yet. It is a good race so far.
They were doing a very good job turning left. That's perfect. Yeah.
9 to the inside of the
Until that one turned right down there.
Yeah, he definitely went the wrong way there, didn't he?
You may go down there and show him how to drive it.
He might need a push.
9 to the inside of the
Mine.
Stack it up, drivers. Up 6 down.
Again, Chance Gilbert, your leader currently. Jackie Dalton in that second spot. Like to go to the top side, which is a little different. Maybe because he's in the little legend car. Normally Jackie Dalton, the bottom feeder.
Stack it up, stack it up.
Jackie Dalton and Dave Comer. What a dangerous second row there.
Interesting. All right. Everybody in the house, make some noise. Come on. Yeah? That's right. That's right. Did he run out of fuel? Is that what happened, Joshy? I think he did.
That's exactly what happened, my friend.
Yeah. I know.
All right, green flag. Chance Gilbert with a good restart there. Dave Comer on that bottom side. Looked like he was going to hold on a second, but Jackie Dalton really moving on the bottom, on the top there. Lawson going to follow him. Lawson may get around. Oh, him and Comer get together on the backstretch there. A little bit of contact between the 8 and the 9 machine. We're 3 wide as we come to the front stretch. Chance Gilbert still your leader. Jackie Dalton in that second spot for now. Lawson going to try to take it away from him as they come off of turn number 2. Lot of good racing there in your top 5. Dalton's going to look to the inside, trying to take that spot back away. Holding on to the top there. Lawson using that bottom side. Coming up beautifully off of turn number 2. Dalton really wants to poke it on that top side. White flag out for your leader there. The 01 of Chance Gilbert. One more time around for your Ozark Mountain Sanitation INX Legends A feature here. Comer going to try to look to that top side of Dalton. Now poking her down to the bottom, going to be a drag race. Gilbert taking the win there. Chance Gilbert. Lawson finishing in that second spot. Dalton finishing third. Dave Comer and Zerny Vest the third, rounding out your top 5. Vinny Coates in the 134, going to start inside row number 2 on his outside. Number 71 to Chris Tonali. Dustin Isaacs rather in the 714, starting inside row number 3 on his outside. Trenton Houston in the 19 green flag. Here we go. Tanner Foster taking immediately. He's going to have some competition from that 2 machine there. Oh, I said that. Announcer's curse. He's going to the back. My race pass pulled up here. Tanner Foster coming off of turn number 4. Going to lead lap number 1 here in your CKR Fabrications Pure Stocks Heat Race number 1. Green cars out front again. Thought it was bad luck to have green on a race car, but not for these guys, not this year. Tanner Foster leading lap number 1, running a 20.927 over Chris Tonali. Tonali in that 71 right there on his back bumper. Oh, Dustin Isaacs goes over on turn number 3. Haven't seen that very much this year. Jesse Stovall doing a great job of putting the lip up there on turn number 3 and 4. That berm saving a lot of unnecessary cautions this year, and I'm very thankful for it. But of course, we are in our first Car Keys and More caution flag here in your CKR Fabrications Pure Stock Heat Race number 1. And I do believe we're live. I don't have it pulled up. You'll have to excuse me. I'll have to do that here on my Facebook. But we are live with my friend Tombo with ShowMeDirt. And folks, let me tell you about my friend Thomas Shaw Jr. My man Tombo promotes everything dirt, and he does it through his pride and joy, ShowMeDirt. And he's your go-to source for Southwest Missouri's exhilarating dirt racing scene. Join ShowMeDirt on one of his many social media outlets as they dive into the heart-pounding action of the region's premier racetracks, including, but not limited to, a couple of my favorites, Twister Alley and Monett Motor Speedway. Be sure to subscribe for thrilling racing actions. You can find them at ShowMeDirt.com, ShowMeDirt on YouTube, and ShowMeDirt on X. He's doing an awesome job. Oh, I forgot to add his TikTok. He does awesome at his TikTok now, too. We're kind of joining forces together there. If you want to access, sir, did you want to say something? If you want to access our feature races.
Did you say a Tic Tac?
Yeah.
I love them things.
Oh, yeah.
I like the green ones.
Tastes great, less filling.
Yeah.
Also, tomorrow night, if you don't have any plans, bring your kids out to Lebanon I-44 Speedway this Saturday night, where they're planning to do a huge Easter egg hunt and have chances to win some bikes. Plus, you get to see some great racing while you're at it. If you're not able to make it out, but you still want to catch the racing action, well, turn into ShowMeDirt from the comfort of your own lazy boy. You can do it in your underwear with Cheetos, just like our friend Jerry Hoffman over there at Springfield Raceway.
Gosh.
Yes, sir.
I have found somebody's abandoned seats over here.
Well, if you could.
It is absolutely amazing. I hope they don't come back.
I've got the lights on in here. I'm trying to find you. Where you at? Give me a big wave.
Hey, look, your chair. Yeah, I'm right here. You see me?
No.
Right here.
No.
The other way.
So,
Right here.
Oh, hey.
You still ain't seeing me.
I see somebody waiting. Oh, yeah, I see you now.
Look at these seats, people.
Ooh.
I think we should move them and claim them.
That leave you any chili dogs or anything?
Ooh, that's maybe a setting one.
How about that's not good. Not good at all.
Do you think they'd miss that if they don't come back here? I'm gonna put it up here. I'll go up here with it.
It's probably a much better place to be sitting.
I'll just wait on them. If they don't find it, they won't know.
Well, hopefully they went down to the Pit Stop Grill to get them some more of that delicious Mazzio's pizza in your cheese, pepperoni, or sausage variety there. Hey, ShowMeDirt couldn't do it without some of his big sponsors. He's got Midwest Sheet Metal Company helping him out, Spray Foam Near Me, and FAFO Tires and Automotive. All right, getting back to green flag racing as soon as they hit the back. Again, Tanner Foster, number 15 machine. Your current leader, Chris Denali, Trenton Houston. Maybe it's Houston. I don't know. I never met the guy. Actually, I did meet him for the first time here, an hour and a half ago. Green flag as they make their way down the back stretch. Tanner Foster, the number 15, shoots off like a rocket. 19 machine of Houston, side by side with Denali. Touch just a little bit. I believe they know each other also because they were pitting next to each other. I don't know if that means anything. Denali taking a look to the bottom side of the 19 of Houston. Tanner Foster still out front of this thing. Houston in that second spot. Denali in third. Coming around to lead lap number 2. Tanner Foster out front of this thing by half a second over Trenton Houston. Denali another 0.2 of a second back. Austin Dixon in that 4th spot, and Lenny Coates rounding out your top 5 there. Coates falls back to the 2 machine. Dustin Isaacs is who is out. It's my first day, and this is a really good race, and I'm messing it all up for our Facebook friends. I'm not as good as everyone says. Tanner Foster out front of this thing, extend his lead out to a whole second over to the 19 of Trenton Houston. Houston in that second spot, falls back another 0.2 of a second. Running his fastest lap though. Trenton Houston running a 20.768 that time. Chris Denali running a 20.689, also running his fastest lap, 0.2 of a second behind him. Good racing. Denali moves back up to that second spot. He's got Houston right back to his to the bottom side there. Tanner Foster still your leader. Houston loses a little ground coming off of turn number 2. Austin Dixon holding on to that 4th spot. Lenny Coates right behind him. 5 cars remain here in our CKR Fabrications Pure Stock Heat Race number 1. You heard race director. 2 laps to go currently. Tanner Foster really extending his lead out here as he makes his way around 3 and 4. Chris Denali in that second spot. White flag displayed by flagman Chip Abramowitz. Foster extends his lead out to 1.847. Chris Denali in that second spot. And Trenton Houston in third. Coming off of turn number 4, going to take the win here in your CKR Fabrications Pure Stock Heat Race number 1. Number 15 of Tanner Foster, Chris Denali taking that second spot, and the 19 of Trenton Houston rounding out your top 3. FAFO 2. Austin Dixon finishing in 4th, and Lenny Coates rounding out your top 5. Tanner Foster in the 15 machine taking home the win there. Chris Denali finishing 2nd. Trenton Houston finishing 3rd. Austin Dixon and Lenny Coates rounding out your field. Now time for heat race number 2. Starting on the pole of your CKR Fabrications Pure Stock Heat Race number 1, going to be James Adams in the 00 machine out of Gentry, Arkansas. On his outside, going to be Wayne Morris making it back to Monett Motor Speedway in the 12 machine out of Miami, Oklahoma. Dale Centers from Cassville, Missouri, starting his 25 machine from that 3rd spot. On his outside, going to be number 7 of Carla Lampy coming all the way from Fair Grove. Maddox Vaught in the 1V coming from Crane, Missouri. Going to start from that 5 spot, and on his outside, Wesley Decker from Washburn, Missouri in the 9R. Again, 8 laps the distance here in your CKR Fabrications Pure Stock Heat Race number 2, as is most of our heat races. I just felt like I should give you that information.
yeah. I gave the seat back, Josh.
Well, that's unfortunate.
What's yours feel like? That's real thick. Oh, yeah. Look at this one. This one comes like a backpack.
Speaking of real thick, we got the CKR Fabrications Pure Stock Heat Race number 2 starting right now. 00 and 12 shoot off side by side into 1 and 2. Number 12 machine of Wayne Morris taking the lead here. Carla Lampe right on his tail, giving a little push. Lampe going to look to the inside, going to try to win this one here. Looking to take the lead here on lap number 1 from the 3rd spot. Carla Lampe going to lead lap number 1 here on Monett Motor Speedway. We're happy to have them back after they went westward going rattlesnake hunting. CKR Fabrication Pure Stock Heat Race number 2. Carla Lampe, your current leader here. Wayne Morris, number 12 machine. Dale Center's already up to that 3rd spot as he tracks down that number 12 of Wayne Morris. I'm getting a little loose, but maybe he's just working it in. James Adams in the 00 machine, currently sitting in 4th. 1V of Maddox Vaught. Rounding out your top 5. Maddox looking to the bottom side of the 00 as they make their way down the backstretch. Vaught side by side with the 00 of Adams. Going to try to take that 4th spot away. Side by side down the front stretch, pretty even. He'll shut the door on him there. Slide him up right there between 1 and 2. He'll take over that 4th spot. Meanwhile, out front, Carla Lampe leading by 2 seconds last time by over the 12 machine of Wayne Morris. Dale Center's just 3/10 of a second behind Morris. 4 laps in the books, halfway through your CKR Fabrications Pure Stock Heat Race number 2. Dale Centers had a good run on the backstretch. Going to take a look to the inside of Morris here between 1 and 2. Tries to get a good run off of 2. Just gets to his gas tank. He's got a nose in there. That's a good start. Carla Lampe building her lead out to almost a 4-second lead over the 12 of Wayne Morris. White flag displayed for your leader, the number 7 of Carla Lampe, again out front by 4 seconds here in your CKR Fabrications Pure Stocks Heat Race number 2. Extends it out another half second over Wayne Morris. Morris may be in trouble here as he had Centers to the bottom side. He hits that skinny pedal just a little bit harder, pushing it through the firewall. He's going to hold on to that 2nd spot. Meanwhile, out front, your CKR Fabrications Pure Stock winner going to be Miss Carla Lampe, running her fastest lap on the last lap at 20.278. And she takes that JB Auto Works checkered flag. JB Auto Works ready to provide their clients with top-notch repairs. If you're needing an estimate, go visit JB Auto Works at 706 16th Street right here in Monett. If you have any questions, reach out to them at 235-3452. Again, Carla Lampe taking the win there. Wayne Morris and the number 12 machine holding on for 2nd. Dale Center is able to make it up to that 3rd spot. Maddox Vaught was right there on his tail. James Adams rounding out your top 5, and Wesley Decker finishing in that 6th spot. Is the Wesley Decker cheering crew here tonight? I can't hear anything in my box.
Midwest Mod drivers. Midwest Mod.
Again, 20 Midwest Modifieds brought to you by Monett Rental and Sales showing up tonight. Starting here on heat race number 1, going to be Scott Fry in the 7K on the pole. On his outside, going to be Kyle Thompson out of Joplin, Missouri in the 292. Sam Keller in the 21K out of Seneca, Missouri, going to start from that third spot. Darren Burton on his outside in the 12X from Marionville, Missouri. Jared McIntyre in the 9X out of Joplin, Missouri, starting from that fifth spot on his outside. Mr. Jake Carter in the 34C. Jake coming from the Springfield, Missouri area. And Dayton Newell, the number 84 out of Stoutland, Missouri, going to start in the rear there. Looks like the 7K is Scott Fry going to go to the back. And the 292 of Kyle Thompson starting on the pole. Green flag brought to you by Freedom Bank. We're ready to get it on. 292 of Thompson out front quick. Looks like he's got the problems he's had in the last couple of weeks all ironed out. 21K of Sam Keller in that second spot. Whoa, Sam Keller getting a little wild coming off of 2. He'll lose 2 spots for it. McIntyre and Darren Burke going to move up second and third respectively. Keller will move back to 4th. Kyle Thompson in the 292 using his brother's backup motor out front here. Seems to be pretty good, running a 19.229. Jared McIntyre in that second spot. Darren Burke third. Sam Keller and Jake Carter rounding out your top 5. I said that. Keller moving back just a little bit. Carter and Dayton Newell getting around them. They're now your 4th and 5th machines. So Kyle Thompson in the 292 out front by 1 whole second over the 9X of Jared McIntyre. Extending that out to 1.454, running an 18.935. Boy, that is cooking in that 292 machine. That's Kyle Thompson out front there. Jared McIntyre in that second spot still. Right up against that wall, you see that 292. Jared McIntyre joining them in that 18-second group. 292 out front, Jared McIntyre second. Darren Burt holding on to top 3. 84, Dayton Newell getting around. I think it's Newell. Dayton Newell moving up to that 4th spot. Jake Carter in the 34C will move back to 5th. Watch out, Newell right there on the back bumper of the 12 machine of Burt. They're side by side as they come through 3 and 4. Newell getting a hold of this thing. He'll move up to that 3rd spot. Burt looking back to the bottom side, going to try to do a little crossover. Not going to be able to complete it. He'll just tuck himself right back in that 4th position. Meanwhile, out front, Kyle Thompson and Jared McIntyre. That race has got a lot closer over the last couple of laps. White flag being brought to you by Piles Appliance and Mattress. One more time around for the 292 of Kyle Thompson. As they make their way around 3 and 4, the lead looks comfortable. I don't want to jinx it, but it looks good as he makes his way off of turn number 4. Takes that JB AutoWorks checkered flag. Kyle Thompson, your winner here of your Monett Rental and Sales Midwest Modified Heat Race number 1. Excellent racing there from your Monett Rental and Sales Midwest Modified Heat Race number 1. 292 of Kyle Thompson taking the win by a margin of 1.114 over the 9X of Jared McIntyre. Dayton Newell making his way up to that 3rd spot, making a couple last half race passes there. 12X of Darren Burt falls back to 4th. Jake Carter in a 34C, rounding out your top 5. Sam Keller and Scott Fry.
Hey, that 84 was making a move, man.
He was. He's going to be dangerous. He's going to be dangerous.
That was really pretty watching.
All right, time for your Midwest Modified Monett Rental and Sales Heat Race number 2. Starting on the pole is going to be Dylan Doris in the 18D. On his outside, going to be Terry Williams out of Springfield, Missouri in the number 27. Mike Hammond in the 115 out of Carthage, Missouri, going to start in that 3rd spot. Hunter Stutzman is going to be starting from 4th. Jordan Bryan in the number 15 out of Greenfield, Missouri, starting from that 5th position. Pete Richardson on his outside, the number 64 machine, and starting in the rear, able to make it out for the heat races here, Jordan Holloway in the 21H. These guys get it wound up. hit that loud pedal. We're going green flag racing here in heat race number 2. Dylan Doris in that 18D machine makes his way down the backstretch with the lead. Hunter Stutzman already on his tail. Stutzman goes right up his bumper. We're piling it up. It's a parking lot in turn number 4. 18D of Dylan Doris stopping there in turn number 4. Hunter Stutzman right behind him.
All right, drivers, we did not get a lap in. That'll be an original restart if you can continue. Original restart if you can continue. We did not get a lap in.
That'll take some time to clean up here, so we'll do a little sponsor. We'll please the sponsors. Again, Friday, May 30th, we'll have your Napa Auto Parts B Modifieds, Monett Rental and Sales, Midwest Modified, CKR Fabrication, Pure Stocks, Ozark Mountain Sanitation, INX Legends, Hot Wired Auto Sales, Mid-America Rebuilders, Bombers, and your ULRA late models. Same lineup going to be on June 13th. One big one for us. We're going to have the USRA Heartland Modified Tour on June 27th and June 28th. Going to be a 2-day show. They're going to be accompanied by the Napa Auto Parts B Modifieds and your Monett Rental and Sales Midwest Modifieds. It's going to be an all-modified show. But we're going to have the USRA Heartland Modified Tour. Heck of a show last year rather. Well, a lot of damage to that machine there. I believe it was the 18 machine there. Dylan Doris, unfortunately. So this is going to be Terry Williams in the number 27. Going to be starting on the pole now on his outside. Going to be the 668 of Hunter Stutzman. Stutzman with minimal damage there on the front. So he was right behind the 18 of Dylan Doris. 115 of Mike Hammond going to start inside row. Jordan Bryant, rather, going to start inside row number 2. On his outside, going to be Pete Richardson. Lights are out. We're ready to get this thing started here. 27 of Terry Williams brings him around. Green flag. Here we go. Hunter Stutzman on that top side. Williams on the bottom side. Stutzman going to take the lead there. Going into turn number 1. Richardson right behind her. We're going to be 3 wide. Stutzman hits the berm. He'll fall back to that 3rd spot. Pete Richardson out to the point. Getting around Terry Williams here on lap number 1. Not even lap number 1. We're half a lap in. Pete Richardson with the immediate lead here on lap number 1. Terry Williams credited with that 2nd spot for now. Hunter Stutzman looking to his inside. Going to be a good drag race down into 3 and 4. Williams on the top side. Stutzman on the bottom. Pete Richardson out front by 1.451 seconds. Running a 19.783. Hunter Stutzman was. 27 of Terry Williams falls back just a little bit. He's got the 15 of Jordan Bryant right there on his tail. Jordan Holloway moves to the inside of Bryant. Pete Richardson out front by 1.5 seconds over Hunter Stutzman in that 668 machine. 27 of Terry Williams still holding on to 3rd. Watch out. Holloway and the 15 machine of Jordan Bryant get together there in turn number 4. See if that'll affect that left rear tire there of Jordan Bryant. Out front, Hunter Stutzman 1.549 seconds behind last time. As we make our way just past the halfway point, he shortens that lead to 1.488. Terry Williams in that 3rd spot. Nobody running 80 fast. Well, Jordan Holloway. Jordan Holloway ran his fastest lap that last time here on lap number 5 at 19.578. Actually, he was the fastest besides your 2 lead cars. Holloway trying to look to the inside. Sparks coming from the 15 machine of Jordan Bryan as he touches the front wall there. Jordan Holloway sends it in just a little bit too hot there. He'll pay for it. White flag being brought to you by POWRi Appliance. Pete Richardson taking that white flag there. Hunter Stutzman right behind him. Terry Williams. Top 3. Coming off of turn number 4. Taking your JB Auto Works checkered flag. Going to be Pete Richardson. Margin of victory over the 668 machine is 2.375. Extending that lead even more. There on your last lap of your Monett Rental and Sales Midwest Modified Heat Race number 2. All right, heat race number 3, your Monett Rental Sales Midwest Modifieds coming out. Starting on the pole is going to be Tommy Steele in the number 42 machine. On his outside, going to be the number 53 of Clayton Ward. Inside row number 2, the number 33 of Michael Gillis. On his outside, the 929 of Garrett Thompson. Ben Newell and Steve Worf going to start on the rear there with the 83 and the 22 machine.
Midwest Mon drivers, stack it up, stack it up, stack it up.
Lights are out. Ready to get it on once again. Me and my friend Tombo say.
Good luck.
Good luck, he says. Here, heat race number 3, your Monett Rental and Sales Midwest Modifieds. Steele and Ward, row number 1. Starting them right on the backstretch. I don't think that's a good start. And flagman Chip Abramovitz agrees. Tommy still wanting to get a good jump on it.
Nice even start in turn 4.
Clayton Ward all the way from Oronogo, Missouri. Tommy Steele gets him started here. A little better of a start. We're going to give it a green flag. Tommy Steele shoots it off into 1 and 2. He's got the 53 of Clayton Ward right behind him. 929 of Garrett Thompson trying to get into that 3rd position. It's going to be a 3-way battle. Watch out, we're way high, right up on that berm there. Michael Gillis on the inside. Thompson on the outside. Thompson looked uncomfortable on that top side, I think. Trying to make his way back to the bottom there. You're looking good. Smooth right through the middle there. Tommy still in the 42 machine, your current leader here. 2 laps in the books of 8, 1/4 of the way through. Got a 1.097 second lead over the 53 of Clayton Ward. The front 2 start to break away just a little bit. Garrett Thompson in that 3rd spot. Ben Newell up to 4th position in that 83 machine. Michael Gillis falls back to 5th. Newell got Thompson in his sights now as they make their way through 3 and 4, coming to halfway through your Monett Rental and Sales Midwest Modified Heat Race number 3. Tommy still out front, running at 18.996, still not his fastest lap, but a darn fast one in that 18-second club. Extends his lead out to a 2.02 over the 53 of Clayton Ward. Garrett Thompson got his hands full with the 83 up. Ben Newell. Newell on his inside, going to try to take that 3rd spot away. Thompson not giving up that easy. Newell slides up in the 3rd. Tommy Steele, your leader, running at 18.934. That was his fastest lap. Ben Newell just a touch faster with 18.918 as he passes Thompson that last time around. We'll see what he runs this time at 18.709. Currently your fastest lap in the race from anybody. Coming around to take the JB Auto Works checkered flag, going to be the 42 machine of Tommy Steele. Clayton Ward finishing second. Ben Newell up to third.
42, jump to start the feature. I'll move you back a row each time you do it.
A little warning to the 42 machine of Tommy Steele. Tommy Steele in the 42 machine taking the win there, running his fastest lap that last lap, 18.918. Clayton Ward finishing second. Ben Newell in the 83 machine able to creep up to third. 9:29 to Garrett Thompson in that fourth position. Steve Wharf finishes fifth as Michael Gillis has motor problems or some type of problems. I made that up. I wanted to sound smart. Some kind of problems there in the area end of it. Let's see. We got our INX Legends coming up next. 18 Ozark Mountain Sanitation INX Legends showing up here tonight. Starting on the pole here in heat race number one, going to be the 55 of Kenny Foster. Kenny Foster coming to us all the way from Spokane, Missouri in the number 55. Jackie Dalton on his outside. Out of Carthage, Missouri. Brooks Thompson in the 18T able to make it out for the heat races. Joe Crum on his outside after... No, Joe Crum not able to make it out. Chance Gilbert, Braxton Root, Evan Piles, Ernie Vess, and Jordan Myers, the rest of the crew here in this one. 8 laps of distance here in your Ozark Mountain Sanitation INX Legends heat race number one. And we are live. 55 of Kenny Foster shoots her off into turn number one. We're going to be 3 wide for second, almost 4 wide. Watch out, Chance Gilbert. Almost up to that third spot right off the bat. Coming around for lap number one, Kenny Foster was scored first. 18T of Brooks Thompson, much better race this time as he's looking for the lead here. Chance Gilbert right behind him. In that third spot, Braxton Rupp and Jackie Dalton, your top 5. Dalton gets passed as he's way high. No longer in your top 5 there. 72 of Evan Powell. Skipping Zerny Vest and Jackie Dalton. He'll move up to that 5th spot. Now up to 4th. Chance Gilbert on the outside. Brooks Thompson. Braxton Roop, your new leader here. Chance Gilbert on the inside. Braxton Roop on the outside. Chance Gilbert grabs another gear and he is gone. He was playing possum the whole time. Oh, watch out. We're getting together. I've seen that as Braxton Roop comes down on the 72 machine of Evan Pyle.
Caution drivers.
Josh,
Yes, sir.
tell that car over there he can't park there.
You can't park there.
Right there, you see that car that's parked?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, well.
that's unfortunate. So Braxton Roop went from the lead to the tail. I can't remember what they call it. From the penthouse to the, I don't know what's the basement. From the penthouse to the basement. We'll say that. Chance Gilbert in the 01 machine, your current leader, running a 20.197. That was his fastest lap last time by. Brooks Thompson holding on to that second spot, looking to go to that bottom side. That'll put Zerny Vest the third on his outside.
I'm good for starting on the back.
Jackie Dalton inside row number 3.
Stack it up, drivers. We're going to go green next time by on the backstretch. Green on the backstretch.
Again, going to be a backstretch restart here as we're looking for that Johnson Service Station's restart zone. Chance Gilbert with a good restart coming off of turn number 2. Zerny Vest up to the second spot. As they come down the front stretch, we're Green Flag Racing here. We're lap number 3, just short of our halfway point of our Ozark Mountain Sanitation INX Legends Heat Race number 1. 18T of Brooks Thompson able to get around Zerny Vest there. He'll take over that second spot. Vest not giving up from that outside. Brooks moves it up, taking over that second spot. Meanwhile, we're 3 wide almost for that fourth position rather. Jackie Dalton with an excellent run off of turn number 2, looking right behind the 55 of Kenny Foster. I need to ask Dalton how he's enjoying running these INX Legends this year. It is a big difference between your modifieds and your Legends, obviously. Currently sitting in that 4th spot now. Chance Gilbert out front by 1.901 seconds over Brooks Thompson. Zerny Vest in that 3rd spot. Jackie Dalton moving up to 4th, and Kenny Foster rounding out your top 5. Well, he gets passed by Braxton Roop there right as I say it. White flag being brought to you by Piles Appliance. Oh, Zerny Vest spins there in turn number 1. He'll gather it back up, and we will stay green flag. Excellent job, only falls back to the 4th position. Meanwhile, out front, the 0-1, a Chance Gilbert taking home the win there. Brooks Thompson finishing in that 2nd spot. Jackie Dalton will finish 3rd, Braxton Root 4th, and Zerny Vest only falls to 5th. Ricky! One more time for the 0-1. A Chance Gilbert taking home the win there. Brooks Thompson finishing 2nd. Jackie Dalton moves up to 3rd. Braxton Root moves up to 4th. And Zerny Vest the 3rd, rounding out your top 5.
Hey, that 85, the black and the orange, he did 4 spins on quarter number 1 and kept going. Give it up for him, yeah? That's right.
That's pretty good. All right, starting on the pole here in heat race number 2, your Ozark Mountain Sanitation INX Legends. Going to be Lonnie Malbauer in the 06 machine. On his outside, Mr. Peyton Powell, number 41 out of Wheaton, Missouri. Inside row number 2 is going to be Dave Comer in the number 9 machine out of Joplin, Missouri. On his outside, Ashley Vaughn in the V2 out of Aldridge, Missouri. Davin Lawson in the 8 machine out of Rogersville. Starting from that 5th spot on his outside, Ron Vaughn in the 2V. Eric Tracy in the 67. Phil Berkebile Jr. in the 57. And Ron Hubbard rounding out your field there here. Green flag being brought to you by Freedom Bank. Lonnie Malbauer, your current leader. Davin Lawson to his inside, going to try to take the lead down backstretch, and he will do so in dominant fashion. Coming around to lead lap number 1. Doing the 864. I say the 864, but it's just 8 here on My Race Pass. Davin Lawson, your leader, out front by 0.4 of a second over the 06 of Lonnie Malbauer. Malbauer got his hands full with Peyton Powell right behind him. And the 67 of Eric Tracy. Tracy all over the backside of Peyton Powell. Ooh, Malbauer comes way down. Peyton Powell able to go to that 2nd spot. Malbauer got a good run off that top side in 2. Malbauer looking top, looking bottom, trying to find a way to get around Powell here. He's not going anywhere. Right there on the back bumper, and he spins. Oh, big hit on the inside. He'll hit the pole. Not the pole, but the mount around the pole. He's going to keep it going. What a trooper. Malbauer going to keep us green flag racing here as we hit our halfway point in our Ozark Mountain Sanitation INX Legends Heat Race number 2. Davin Lawson, your current leader. Peyton Powell in that second spot. Eric Tracy moves up to second. Ron Hubbard up to fourth rather. And Ron Vaughn moving into your top 5. Davin Lawson out front by 2.5 seconds almost over the 41 machine of Peyton Powell. Ooh, 67 to Eric Tracy. Get a little loose. There must be something going on there because that's 2 cars that have got loose there off of turn number 1. Davin Lawson in the 8 machine coming off of turn number 4. Going to take the win here. Peyton Powell finishing in that second spot. Eric Tracy third. Ron Hubbard and Lonnie Maubauer rounding out your top 5. All right, up next we got the Young Lions class coming out. I believe they are 12 and under, 14 and under. I'll have to do my research. It's kind of a new thing that we're trying here. Monett Motor Speedway involving our INX Legends.
6 laps is your heat race this season. Thank you guys for coming out. Tell your buddies at school to get a legend and come out and race in this class.
You hear that? Tell your buddies at school to get a legend. Come out and race here at Monett Motor Speedway.
Up-and-coming racers to have this class. We're going to go green out of turn 4. 6 laps. 6 laps is your heat race this class.
Alrighty. They make their way around turns 3 and 4. Green flag, here we go. Camden Grimes, your pole sitter, falls back to that second spot. Jet Stovall in the 00 way out front now. Stovall, of course, the son of Jesse Stovall, running that 00. Jet Stovall running a 20.775. First time around, Camden Grimes. In that second spot, Bronson Hawkins. In the number 28. Currently sitting third, Trip Johnson and Rory Thompson, your top 5. Again, 6 laps going to be the distance here to your Young Lions INX Legends Heat Race number 1. Jet Stovall in the 00 out front by 2.399 seconds. Camden Grimes in that second spot, doing a good job. Featured him quite a bit in our TikTok page here. Watch out, we're getting a little bit loose. Bronson Hawkins gets a little loose there in turn number 1, gets her corrected back, and that's what this class is about, learning. It's gonna be a good experience for these kids. Jet Stovall still out front by 4.978 seconds over Camden Grimes. Grimes in that 49 machine. Bronson Hawkins in third. Trip Johnson and Roy Thompson, your top 5. White flag out now for the 00 of Jet Stovall. Coming off of turn number 4, taking home his first win here in your Young Lion INX Legends Heat Race number 1, the 00 of Jet Stovall. Camden Grimes in that number 49, going to finish in that second spot. Bronson Hawkins was right behind him, half a second between the 28 of Bronson Hawkins and the 49 of Camden Grimes. Trip Johnson in the 7J, finishing in that 4th spot, and Rory Thompson rounding out your top 5. Good racing there from our Young Lion INX Legends. Up next, we got some B modified action. B modifieds being brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Want to give a huge shout out to the crew at Napa Auto Parts for picking up the B Modified sponsorship for the 2025 season. Located at 641 West Highway 60 in Monett. Be sure to visit Napa Auto Parts for all your car parts, accessories, tools, and equipment for your car, truck, and SUV. Reach them at 417-772-7212 for your Monett location, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6. 8 to 2 on Saturdays, and closed on Sundays. It's going to be a good run here from your Heat Race number 1, Napa Auto Parts B Modifieds. Jackie Dalton pulling double duty. Been on the front row all night, starting wise. He'll start this one on the pole. Kelly Hicks on his outside, making his first night here in his new Shaw car. J.C. Newell, Mark Wolf, row number 2. Brett Testerman, Mitch Keeter, row number 3. Keeter trying to make it 3 in a row. Green flag, your current points leader tied with Ryan Gile. Dalton with a quick lead here. Newell is inside. He'll take it real fast. Oh my gosh, we're 4 wide. Too bad we don't have a photographer on that side. Still 3 wide as we go down the backstretch. I told you this was going to be a barn burner here. Wolf moves it up way high. Him and Kelly Chick Hicks get together. It's a brand new car. Throwing caution to the wind here in the rear. Gonna be a good night. Gonna be a good night of racing. J.C. Newell in the 83 machine. No stranger to victory lane here at Monett Motor Speedway. Jackie Dalton in that second spot. Mitch Keeter in third. Again, Keeter trying to make it 3 in a row. Good run off the top side. Keeter already a NASCAR champion in the past. Kelly Chick Hicks in the 32 machine around in turn number 1 and 2. That will bring out the first cars keys and caution flag here.
21 of Dalton, I need a lane choice, make it obvious. 21 of Dalton, out.
83 of J.C. Newell, your current leader here. 2 laps in the books of your Napa Auto Parts B Modified Heat Race number 1. Jackie Dalton in that second spot, looking to go to the bottom side. That'll put Mitch Keeter up top. Brett Testerman, top of row number 3. 0-2 of Kyle Long to his inside. Mark Wolf and Kelly Chick Hicks in the rear. Newell gets this thing started off a 2. Green flag, here we go. Dalton sends her off into 1 and 2. Trying to hold on to that second spot, but he's got Mitch Keeter on that top side. Keeter getting around him on the top. Keeter moving up to that second spot. J.C. Newell still out front. Keeter in second and Dalton in that third position. Meanwhile, the 0-2. Kyle Long not being scored on my race pass, but is currently sitting in that 4th spot. Mark Wolf behind him. Kyle Long, yeah. Huh? The 0-2 is in 4th. Oh, he spun though. That's good news. Check. That's embarrassing. I hit the wrong mute button. It's good news for my race pass. That's it. Oh, don't let it go too far, buddy. J.C. Newell, your current leader still. As we get our second Napa Auto Parts B Modified Heat Race number 1.
That's 2 in a
Caution.
row in the same corner.
We don't want to talk about it.
What's the deal with that?
It must be slippery.
Maybe.
Slippery. Lineup looks right. The lights are out. We're ready to go green flag racing once again. Newell hits that loud pedal. Jackie Dalton slips up just a little bit. Watch out, Mark Wolf on his bottom side. J.C. Newell in the 83, your current leader here as we come to lap number 5. Mitch Keeter in that second spot trying to reel him in. Falls back 8/10 of a second. Jackie Dalton in that 3rd spot. Wolf slips up just a little bit between 1 and 2. J.C. Newell out front of this thing by 1.5 seconds over Mitch Keeter, number 52 machine. Jackie Dalton sitting in 3rd. Mark Wolf 4th. Coming off of turn number 3, the bright orange, number 83 at J.C. Newell taking home the win there. J.C. Newell in the 83 machine taking home the JB Auto Works checkered flag there. Mitch Keeter finishing in that 2nd spot. Jackie Dalton 3rd. Mark Wolf and Brett Testerman rounding out your top 5. Heat race number 2 of your Napa Auto Parts B Modifieds making their way onto the track now. Starting on the pole is going to be this Trevor Drake in the 7L machine coming all the way from Brighton, Missouri. On his outside, Mr. Rex Harris in the 30 coming from Max Creek. Andy Ost had a win last year here at Monett Motor Speedway. He'll start his 72 machine inside row number 2 in that 3rd spot. On his outside, currently tied for the points lead with Mitch Keeter, the number 66 of Ryan Gilmore out of Springfield, Missouri. Dan Culp, number 45 machine out of Hinesville, starting in that inside row of number 3 on his outside. Last year's points champion, the 00 of Case and Harris out of Bella Vista, Arkansas. And starting shotgun on the field here, Alan Owen in the number 79, coming all the way from Pecola, Oklahoma. Drake brings them off at turn number 3, hits the pedal just in time. Trevor Drake sits them off into 1 and 2. Your current leader, good run down the backstretch. What a lead he's got built up already here. 7L of Trevor Drake going to lead lap number 1. I'll get right next to the wall there. Oh boy, we're just about tangled up. Oh, Dan Culp collects that tire. That will bring out the caution with 1 lap in the books here on your Napa Auto Parts B Modified Heat Race number 2.
The 7L out front, followed by the 72 and the 30.
So 1 lap in the books here on your Napa Auto Parts B Modified Heat Race number 2. Trevor Drake, your current leader. Andy Austin, the 72 machine, currently sitting in 2nd. Rex Harris 3rd.
Stack it up right there, gentlemen. We're going to go green out of turn 4. We're going to go green out of turn.
Ryan Gilmore and Casey Harris side by side.
Green on the back stretch. Caution, 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 caution.
A little more debris there in turns 1 and 2.
Sorry about that, guys. There's some debris in turn 2.
Big thank you to Jesse Stovall getting that taken care of for us. So caution light is back on.
7L, you start the race on the back stretch. 7L, you start the race on the back
Flag man
stretch.
Chip Admirovitz looks him over. Gets that light shut out. We're going to go green flag racing on the backstretch. Looking for our Johnson service station restart zone located in the small town of Crane. All kinds of services they can do for you. Give them a call, 417-723-5910, and schedule your next service. Green flag on the backstretch. Drake coming to the flag stand. He'll be your leader here. Lost on the bottom side. Rex Harris on the top. Good racing. Andy Austin, the 72 machine, holding on to that 2nd spot. Gilmore shoots out like a cannon. He's in that 4th spot right now. Taking a look to the bottom side of Aust. We'll try to get around Rex Harris first. Harris with a much better run off of turn number 2. Harris looking at the bottom side of Aust as they go through 3 and 4 here. Trevor Drake still out front. 1 second lead over the 72 of Andy Aust. 3-way battle. Going to be for that 3rd spot. Rex Harris, Ryan Gilmore, and Alan Owen Jr. Gilmore throws it in there. 30 of Harris doing his best to protect that bottom line. Trevor Drake still holding on to a 1 second lead over the 72 of Andy Aust. Harris using that top line, Ryan Gilmore at the bottom. Gilmore doing a little catching up there in 1 and 2. Case and Harris off the pace there in the rear. Trevor Drake running his fastest lap that last time by 18.66, almost under the 17 seconds. Andy also running his fastest, an 18.260. White flag displayed for your leader. White flag again being brought to you by Piles Appliance and Mattresses. Trevor Drake in the 7L leading from sunup to sundown as he brings it around 3 and 4. He'll take that JB AutoWorks checkered flag for the first time here. Trevor Drake in the 7L taking home the win there. Andy Austin, the number 72, finishing 2nd. Rex Harris, Ryan Gilmore, and Alan Owen Jr. rounding out your top 5. Dan Culp, number 45 machine, and Kason Harris rounding out the field. Trevor Drake dominant here in your Napa Auto Parts B Modified Heat Race number 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we added them. They weren't racing anywhere. Time for some USRA A Modifieds. Starting on the pole here on USRA Heat Race number 1, going to be 73 of Mickey Burrell from Fairgrove, Missouri. Gile and Garner running a Danny Miller Logging number 45 machine out of Neosho, Missouri. He'll start on the outside pole. Tyler Wolf in the 4W out of Fayetteville, Arkansas, going to start inside row number 2. Danny Miller on his outside in the X machine. Trevor Hughes in the 712 making the trip over here to Monett Motor Speedway. Dean Weil in the 68. Kalen Lopez coming all the way from Chowchilla, California in the 16B. And Keegan Keel, the number 55 out of Wheaton, Missouri. Green flag, we're ready to get it on. Caution coming out here for the number 45 of Kylan Garner. So you heard the man there. It's going to be an original restart, except for the 45 machine will go to the back for its isolated incident.
Okay, never mind. 4W, I need you on the outside. 4W, I need you on the outside. Then I need the X, followed by the 712. Then the 68. Then the 16B. Then the 55.
So Tyler Wolf moving up to that second spot there. Mickey Burrell, still your leader.
X, I need you outside the 16. X, I need you outside the 16.
Lineup looks right. Going to be an original restart.
Going green out of turn 4, gentlemen. Going green out of turn 4, gentlemen.
All right, Mickey Burrell brings them around 3 and 4. Hits that loud pedal or green flag racing once again. Wolf, fast, golly. Coming off of turn number 4. Or what? Coming off of turn number 2, car number 4. Leading lap number 1 going to be the 4W of Tyler Wolf. Mickey Burrell half a second behind him. Number 68 of Dean Wiley. Looking at his inside, going to try to take that second spot away here. Trevor Hughes in the 712 right on his tracks. Tyler Wolf running a 17.205 last time by. 68. Gets turned there in turn number 1. And that will bring out the second Car Keys and More caution flag here. Car Keys and More providing automotive locksmith services at your location, including key duplication, key origination, remotes, lasers, key cutting, key programming, and much, much more. Give them a call at 417-438-4848. So 2 laps in the books here in the USRA A Modifieds. How'd you feel about that, Ricky? Thoughts?
I think the black X car just wants some cotton candy.
Oh.
That's all he wants to do. He just keeps spinning. He wants cotton candy, Josh.
Well, there you go.
Shake and bake, buddy. Shake and bake.
Shake and bake as we get ready to start things off once again here. Kind of a late start there for your 4W Tyler Wolf, but he is your pace setter. He makes his way off a turn number 4. Oh, Trevor Hughes on the other side of the 73 of Ryan. Oh boy, we're spinning in front of the field. How there wasn't more carnage, I do not know. That'll bring out your third caution here in your USRA Modifieds Heat Race number 1.
All right, 73, I need a lane choice, make it obvious.
All right, ready to get it on again. The 4W of Tyler Wolf, your current leader. Hughes and Burrell, row number 2. Green flag, here we go. Good restart there at the cone. Wolf brings them around 3 and 4. Trevor Hughes right behind him. Wolf and Hughes 1 and 2. Burrell in 3rd. The X Machine, that's 2 for him. Danny Miller in the X Machine.
Next car, park it right there. 73.
2-spin rule there for your X Machine of Danny Miller.
Lane choice, 73.
Tyler Wolf with excellent restarts right there at the cone.
73, I need a lane choice. You are in 2nd. 73, I need a lane choice. Stack it up.
Mickey
5 outside the 45.
thinking about going to the bottom side. He'll let Trevor be down there. Mickey currently your 2nd place car.
On the back straight.
Trevor Hughes on the bottom side here for the restart. As we're looking for the Johnson Service Station restart zone. Green flag, here we go. All right, can we get out of 1 and 2? We do that. Coming around 3 and 4, Tyler Wolf going to complete lap number 3. Lap number 2, now we're on lap number 3. Trevor Hughes for the lead on the bottom. Watch out, going to cross him over. Tyler Wolf, Trevor Hughes, this is going to be a good battle. Wolf not going down easy here. Halfway through your SRA Modified Heat Race number 1. Dean Weil made his way up there. He's going to take a look to the bottom side of Trevor Hughes. Oh, Mickey Burrell spinning there in turns 3 and 4. That will bring out the caution.
High in 4. Caution, caution, caution. High in 4. Get single file, drivers. Get single file, please.
So we made it to lap number 5. Leader, please, +3. Tyler Wolf in the 4W, your current leader. Trevor Hughes challenging him.
I need a lane choice, make it obvious. 16 down, 45 out, 55. Come around, tag the back of the field. Yeah, how many laps are left?
2 laps left here.
That's only in the feature. 73, I need you to tag the back of the field. 73, I need you to tag the back of the field. Let them come around to you.
So Tyler Wolf, your current leader here. Trevor Hughes
Line up
scored in
there.
that 2nd spot.
Pace on the back stretch.
68 Machine.
Back stretch.
Wish I knew how to say his last name. Somebody's going to yell at me. I just know it. Willie, W-I-L-L-E, While, Will. Green flag, here we go. Back down the Johnson service station, restart zone. Freedom Bank bringing you. Oh, goodness. They're all over the place. Your leader moves all the way back to the 5th spot. Trevor Hughes, your new leader, as he makes his way down the backstretch. Your California driver, Kalen Lopez, moves up to 2nd. Wolf making his way back through the field here. He's up to the 4th spot. Meanwhile, Trevor Hughes taking that white flag. White flag again being brought to you by Piles Appliance and Mattresses here. 3-car battle for that 2nd spot. 68, 16, and 4. 68 machine moves up to that 2nd spot. Trevor Hughes taking the win there. Tyler Wolf able to get back around to that 3rd spot. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the 712 of Trevor Hughes taking the win there. Dean Wheel finishing in that 2nd spot. Tyler Wolf in the 4W able to make it back up to 3rd. Kalen Lopez out of California finishing in that 4th spot. And Mickey Burrell holding on to 5th. All right, heat race number 2 making their way onto the track now. Jarrett Dotson from Baxter Springs, Kansas, starting his 24/7 machine from the pole on his outside.
Stack it up. 8 laps. 8 laps is your heat race distance.
Weston Holman in the number 34 machine out of Springdale, Arkansas, taking the win over Johnny Bone Jr. here in week number 1.
Team, we have this heat race and 2 more till intermission.
Freddie Hogriff in the 57H coming from Cameron, Oklahoma. He'll start from that 3rd spot. Wyatt Gagura, why all these difficult last names? 15W machine starting in that 4th spot. Cameron Rank in the number 8. He'll start from the 5th spot. Chris Lewis making his way back to Monett Motor Speedway in the 15L. He's starting 6th. Jason Hughes in the 12, and Kyle Slater rounding out the field here. We're at green flag racing here. A lot of bunching up in the back, but meanwhile out front, Weston Holman, Jared Dotson going to battle it out for the lead. Side by side, Jared Dotson with the lead on the outside. Holman not giving up, tries to push his way in there. Got a good run off that bottom side. He'll take the lead from Jared Dotson. Weston Holman, your new leader, as he heads off into 3 and 4. Jared Dotson in that 2nd spot. Jason Hughes trying to get around him. 57 machine of Freddie. Oh. Just things going wrong everywhere, okay? Weston Holman, your current leader with 2 laps in the books. Jason Hughes had made his way up to 2nd, but we go back a lap, so Jarrett Dotson will be scored in that 2nd spot. Jason Hughes in 3rd.
247, I need a lane choice, make it obvious. 247, I need a lane choice, make it obvious. 12 out, 15.
2 laps in the books, 6 to go.
15, right there, gentlemen, right there is your lineup. 34, you're starting on the back.
Cameron Rank getting pushed to the back here. That pretty little 8 machine. We'll give him one more time around as we push the 8 to the back. Going to be a Delaware double file restart. No.
Caution, 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 caution. 34, you set the pace on the backstretch. 34, you set the pace on the backstretch.
Now the lights are out. And we're going to go green flag racing on the backstretch. Right in front of that beautiful home of the Larry Phillips Memorial, which we will have later this year. Weston Holman gets them started on the backstretch as they make their way through 3 and 4. We got Trevor Hughes, or I'm sorry, Jason Hughes, rather, right on his tail. Now he's right to his underside. Holman shutting the door on him. Hughes looking to the bottom side, trying to take over the lead here, and he wheeled off of turn number 2. Holman not going anywhere, trying to make it 2 in a row here in their USRA A Modifieds. Jason Hughes, your new leader. Weston Holman moves back to that second spot. 15W, Wyatt Gugero. Halfway through your USRA A Modified Heat race number 2, Jason Hughes in the 12 machine out in front. Weston Holman sitting in second. Wyatt Gugero in the 15W. Sitting third. Kyle Slater up to 4th spot. Jerry Dotson moves back to 5th. Hughes extends his lead out to 1.872 over Weston Holman. Everybody running their fastest lap last time by 17.225, the fastest coming from Jason Hughes on that number 12 machine. Relax this just a little bit, everybody. Relax this just a little bit. Jared Dotson, the only one improving his lap time that last time by here as we hit that white flag. And now the checkered flag out for Jason Hughes, brought to you by JB Auto Works. Jason Hughes, another 12th machine, taking home the win by 2.259 seconds over the 34 of Weston Holman. Wyatt Gugero finishing 3rd. Kyle Slater at 4th in the 19K, and Jared Dotson in the 24/7 rounding out your top 5. Vito. Bombers getting ready to make their way out next.
Bomber drivers, 6 laps. 6 laps is your new race distance this evening.
Bombers being brought to you by Hot Wired Auto Cells and Mid-America Rebuilders. 2 heat races in this one as we've got 14 entries tonight. Starting on the pole is going to be Brandon Bishop in the 3J out of Republic, Missouri. On his outside, going to be Jack Hamer in the number 14 coming from Ava. Evan Clark in the 82X. Very close to victory so far this year. We'll see if he can do it tonight. Daniel Bishop in the 13J starts on the outside. Pete Navarro in the 5 machine starting in that 5th spot, or I'm sorry, 9 machine starting in the 5th spot. Michael Gillis in the 33 starting 6th, and Corbin Mooney in the 2M. Green flag on the track. Good side-by-side battle out front. Timing back up here. Jack Hamer and Brandon Bishop out front here. Still side by side as we come 3 wide right behind them. So we're side by side and then 3 wide. Hamer didn't know there was a car down there. We'll get her all jacked back up. See, look. Tell me we're not better than them. Oh my gosh, we're going to get. Oh, Hamer just abused out there. And we're still green flag racing, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? Your leader here for lap number 2 is going to be Evan Clark in the 82X. Brandon Bishop in the 3J will move back to second. The 2M of Corbin Mooney up to third. What a wild first lap, or second lap, I guess. Lap number 1.5. Right here at our halfway point, your hot wired auto sales Mid-America Rebuilders Bombers heat race number 1. Evan Clark, your leader by 1.193 over Corbin Mooney, who's now moved up to that second spot. Boy, Brandon Bishop getting a little bit loose in that new, I say new to him, Crown Vic as he gets shunted back to third. Michael Gillis in the 33 getting around him. So Evan Clark, Corbin Mooney, and Michael Gillis, your top 3. Gillis with a good run, making a diamond out of the track here. Gonna try to make a pass here on this last lap. White flag being brought to you by Piles Appliance. Evan Clark's lead at 0.927. Corbin Mooney just almost 1 full second behind. Michael Gillis another 0.7 of a second behind that. Checkered flag coming out, an 82X machine out front here at Monett Motor Speedway, taking the win here in your hot wired auto sales Mid-America Rebuilders Bombers heat race number 1. Corbin Mooney finishing in that second spot. Michael Gillis rounding out your top 3. Brandon Bishop and Jack Hamer rounding out your top 5. Big round of applause for the 82X taking the win there in heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 getting ready to make their way onto the track next. Starting on the pole here for heat race number 2 in your hot wired auto sales Mid-America Rebuilders Bombers is Larry Jordan in the 10 machine out of Joplin, Missouri on his outside. James DeWitt in the 930 out of Pineville, Missouri. Zachary Riddick, current points leader in the 22Z, starting from that third spot on his outside. Ethan Dockery out of Monett, Missouri. Ethan in the 15E machine. Daryl Riddick in the 1776 machine. Going to start from that 5th spot. And making her racing debut tonight, Michaela Seward in the 21M. Turned 17 last week. First time driving a race car here. Michaela coming from Joplin, Missouri. Zachary Hawkins in the 40 machine going to start in the rear there.
That is a Jesse question on intermission, but I don't think it'll be very long. Going green out of turn 4, 6 laps, gentlemen.
Larry Jordan gets him started here in turn number 4. Green flag, here we go. James DeWitt out to the lead. Multiple time winner here at Monett Motor Speedway. DeWitt out front by about half a straightaway here over the 22Z of Zach Riddick. Going to be 6 laps the distance. Ethan Dockery doing a good job there in that 3rd spot. He's got the 1776 of Daryl Riddick right behind him. One lap in the books. James DeWitt running a 22.498. He said his goal is to be under 22. We'll see if he does it this time. Not quite. Still 22.5. But he is out front of this thing. Zachary Riddick running a 22.228. James DeWitt in the 930 machine leads another lap here. Coming up to lap traffic, number 40 of Zachary Hawkins. He'll dive her to the bottom side. Zachary Riddick coming on like a stalker. Riddick closing the gap there. 0.8 of a second last time by. Shortens it to 0.5 of a second. Half a second there between Zachary Riddick and James DeWitt. Ethan Dockery in that 3rd spot. Daryl Riddick 4th. Larry Jordan in 5th. Michaela Seward just outside your top 5 there. White flag being displayed for your leader there, James DeWitt in the 930 machine as he gets around Michaela Seward safely. Zachary Riddick right there on his back bumper, hoping to use a lapped car, and he'll finish second. James DeWitt taking the win there in your 930 machine of your Hot Wired Auto Sales Mid-America Rebuilders Bombers.
Checkered flag. I need the 930.
Zachary Riddick in the 22Z finishing second. Ethan Dockery in the 15E finishing third. Daryl Riddick, rather, in the 1776 finishing fourth. And Larry Jordan rounding out your top five. Michaela Seward finishing sixth. And Zachary Hawkins in the 40 machine rounding out your field. That'll take us to our intermission here. We'll use this time to stretch our legs and use the restroom and get some delicious Mazio's pizza from the Pit Stop Grill. On the pole, the number 7 machine out of Fairgrove, Missouri on our outside. Undefeated, Tanner Foster coming from Spokane, Missouri. Inside, row number 2 is going to be Chris Tenali in the number 71 machine out of Fairgrove, Missouri. On his outside, Trenton Houston in the number 19. Wayne Morris is going to start his 12 machine from inside row number 3. On his outside, Dale Sinners in the number 25. Maddox Vaught out of Crane, Missouri in the 1V. Going to start in that 7th spot. Lenny Coates in the 134. Starting 8th, Austin Dixon and James Adams going to be on row number 5, and Wesley Decker and Dustin Isaacs, row number 6. Green flag here on the track. As we shoot off into turn number 1, and going to be Tanner Foster taking the lead here. Going to be a 3-way battle, it looks like. Carla Lampe, Chris Tenali, and Tanner Foster. Coming around lead lap number 1, going to be Tanner Foster. Running a 20.625 to start things off here. Trenton Houston running a 20.659 just right behind him. Trenton actually in that 3rd spot, 4th now. Chris Tenali looking for a way to get around. He gets real close to that front stretch. Top 5 right there together. Carla Lampe, Tanner Foster, 1 and 2. Chris Tenali, Trenton Houston, and Dale Sinners, your top 5. Carla Lampe out front of this thing right now. 4/10 of a second lead. Wesley Decker going to be slow car in front of him there. Carla Lampe looking good, looking to dethrone Tanner Foster. Caution coming out here on lap number 3. Looks like the 714 of Dustin Isaacs and the 2 machine of Austin Dixon getting together there in turn number 2. That'll be the first cars, keys, and more. Caution flag here.
Right in the middle, guys. Go higher, low, higher, low.
All right, as we get Dustin Isaacs all cleaned back up here. Getting big thank you to CKR Fabrication and Pure Stocks, sponsoring the Pure Stocks this year.
12, I need you outside the 1V. 12, I need you outside the 1V.
CKR Fabrications was started in December of 2023 with their mission being to help racers who are on a tight budget Chris does setups on people's cars, repairs, and fabricating.
I need you outside the 1V.
He's built a couple pure stocks from the ground up.
00 down, 134
And his
out.
first build won a track
down,
championship
9 out.
and numerous wins. CKR Fabrications race one or chase one. And he's looking awfully good right now as Carla Lampe out front there. Tanner Foster on the bottom side of row number 2. Chris Tonali, master fabricator of CKR Fabrications pure stocks. Currently sitting in that third spot, the 19 machine of Trenton Houston. Sitting in fourth, and Dale Sinners rounding out your top 5. Fast front 5 right now. As they pull the 714 machine of Dustin Isaacs to the infield. That's a tough break.
Stack it up, drivers. Stack it up, stack it up, stack it up, stack it up.
Hey, if you're thinking about having one for the road, make that your designated sober driver. Drive sober, arrive alive. A message from the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety. Visit safemolives.com. I hear the Wesley Decker cheering crowd right now. I hear them through a soundproof building. That's how loud they are right now. Green flag, here we go. Carla Lampe out front of this thing. Tanner Foster right to her inside. Chris Tonali right behind Miss Carla. Dale Sinners got that thing figured out. Watch out, crossing over. Sinners to the inside of the 71 machine of Chris Tonali, looking for that third position here on lap number 3. Tonali way in by the front stretch wall. Carla Lampe got that thing set on kill right now. Half a second lead the last time by over the 15 of Tanner Foster. Again, $100 extra to the winner of the Pure Stocks. That's brought to you by Tech Unlimited. Tech Unlimited LLC. Carla Lampe really like to use that. She's been using all her days off for work. More work and more work. Carla Lampe in the number 7 machine out front by almost a full second over the 15 of Tanner Foster. Dale Sinners again up to that third spot. Chris Tonali riding that front wall in the number 7 machine, 71 machine. Trenton Houston trying to find a way around him. As we go further back in the field, we got 00 James Adams, Maddox Vaught currently sitting in that 7th spot. FAFO 2, Austin Dixon in 8th. Liddy Cook's getting around with Wayne Morris that last time, and Wayne Morris rounding out your top 5 in that 12 vehicle. Meanwhile, out front, we got Carla Lampe still out front. Dale Sinners looking to get around Tanner Foster here on the outside, trying to go around the hard way. Dale seemed to be getting his problems fixed up, ready to make a points run here for 2025. Again, Tanner Foster undefeated so far this year. We'll see if that lasts after tonight. Miss Carla Lampe out front here with 10 laps in the books. Or coming to 10 laps rather. 2 phalanges in the air. Going to be white flag next time by. Carla Lampe still your current leader. Tanner Foster in that 2nd spot. Again, top 5. Well, 2 through 5 sticking right there together. Carla Lampe out front taking the white flag, brought to you by Piles Appliances. We got Wesley Decker bringing out the caution. Didn't get that last lap in. And bottom of 1 and 2. I don't know who brought out the caution, but we've got cars on each end here. Ricky, what do you say about it?
I think they should have parked them in different corners.
That's exactly what they did.
Yeah. That would have been nice if we'd put one in each corner. You know, all 4 corners tonight.
They're-
That would have been a good one.
They're just spotters, I guess. Wesley Decker, unfortunately, getting a push off there. Looks like he's able to get her fired back up. Maddox Vaught doing the same thing there in turn number 4. Not sure who was credited with the caution, but it's going to be a single file restart here with 2 to go. Carla Lampe out front. Tanner Foster in that second spot. Dale Centers in third. Chris Tonali and Trenton Houston. This may be the fastest top 5 we've had in quite a while. A lot of good race cars here in your CKR Fabrications Pure Stock A feature. Just outside of the top 5 there, Maddox Vaught unfortunately falls back. James Adams now in that 6th spot. Maddox Vaught looks like he's going to take it to the back. Lights are out. Carla Lampe brings them around 3 and 4. Lampe with your lead right now, going into 1 and 2. Tanner Foster, Dale Centers 1, 2, and 3. Oh, it's a little slip up from Carla Lampe. That'll put Tanner Foster right on her bottom side. Gonna be a good race to the end here. White flag coming out one more time around. Dale Centers wants to get in on that action. He's trying to look to the top side of Foster as they come through 1 and 2. Carla Lampe secures that lead once again. Dale Centers with a good run off of 2. He backs it back off. Carla Lampe gonna take the win here at Monett Motor Speedway. Class sponsor, Carla Lampe taking home the win there. Tanner Foster finishing 2nd. Dale Centers with a close 3rd. Just 0.3 of a second between 1 and 2. Dale Centers another 1/10 of a second back. Excellent racing. Big round of applause for the 7 machine of Carla Lampe. Finishing 1st, Foster 2nd, Dale Centers 3rd. Chris Tonali finishing 4th. Trenton Houston rounding out your top 5. James Adams just outside the top 5 in the 6th spot. Austin Dixon, Lenny Coates, Wayne Morris, and Wesley Decker getting the top 10 here. Getting excellent racing from our CKR Fabrications Pure Stocks. Checker flag being brought to you by JB Auto Works. '68 going to start in the 5th spot on his outside. Going to be Dayton Newell. Dayton Newell on that 84 machine. Clayton Warden, number 53, going to start from that 7th spot on his outside. Ben Newell in the number 83. Inside row number 5 is going to be Jordan Holloway in the 21H out of Monett, Missouri. Local guy. Terry Williams out of Springfield, Missouri in the number 27, going to start from that 10th spot. Darren Burt in the 12X out of Marionville, Missouri is going to start inside row number 6 on his outside. Going to be Garrett Thompson in the 929. Jake Carter, in the 34C, going to start from that 13th position. Steve Wharf on his outside, the number 22 out of Pierce City, Missouri. Jordan Bryant, the number 15, going to start in that 15th spot. And Sam Keller on his outside in the 21K, coming all the way from Seneca, Missouri. Michael Gillis, Scott Fry going to be row number 9 on in the rear there. Dylan Doris in the 18D, and Mike Hammond in the 115. 15 laps the distance here. Pete Richardson on the pole. Green flag, here we go. Pete Richardson going to have his hands full of the 292 here as we get things started. Richardson slides it up the top there. Oh, we've already got him spinning there in the rear of the field. A lot of heavy contact. Looks like Darren Burt involved in that one. Gillis in the 22 machine, I believe. 3 miles east of Monett here on Business 60. You need anything, give him a call, 236-0308. Richardson brings him around, hits that loud pedal. Here we go. Just monitoring right now. I don't want to say anything like, oh, everybody got through just perfect, which they did, yes! Pete Richardson got his hands full once again of the 292. Kyle Thompson looking to take the lead here on lap number 1, and he will. He'll shut the door right there. Tommy still opens that 3rd spot. He's trying to take that 2nd spot away from the 64, Pete Richardson, and he will. 292. Kyle Thompson, your leader. Tommy still in that 2nd spot. Pete Richardson back to 3rd. 84 is going to be in that 4th spot. That's Dayton Newell. Of course, nothing is official until they hit the loop, and they have. Thompson, still Richardson, your top 3. Newell, Stutzman, your top 5. Newell on that top side looking to get around the 64 machine. Yeah, slips up just a little bit. Stutzman wants to take advantage of it on that bottom side. Tommy still looking to the bottom side of Thompson as they make their way down the backstretch. It's going to be side by side as they make their way through 3 and 4. Good respective driving here on lap number 3, coming to lap number 4 here. Kyle Thompson retakes the single lead. Dayton Newell moving up to 3rd. Thompson, Steele, Newell, your top 3. Steele kind of tucking her back in. Losing a little ground that time. Falls back to 0.3 of a second. But you gotta watch out. Dayton Newell on the prowl here as he makes his way down the backstretch. Good run off of turn number 2. Look out, he's gonna take the top side coming around the number 42 machine to Tommy Still. Gonna be a good race. Here we go, side by side. Tommy Still credited with that 2nd position. Dayton Newell still 3rd. Pete Richardson 4th. Stutzman, oh, we got a pile up there.
Bottom of 4, go high, go high, go high. Get single file, drivers.
Looks like the 33 machine of Michael Gillis once again involved in this one.
I need you gentlemen, single file, please get single file.
I want you to know that 84 car's on a mission.
He is.
He is on a mission. He will definitely, he's going to get to the front on the next 2 laps. He'll be there.
Well, Steve Wharf at the moment is your hard charger, improving 5 positions. He started 14th up to 9th right now. Darren Burt following him. Dayton Newell has gained 3 positions though, but they are the fast positions up front. Lights are up, we're ready to get it on once again here. 6 laps in the books. Sir, is this going to be a 12-lap feature or a 15-lap feature? 15-lap feature, I just found out. Ooh, Newell trying to jump the gun there. We're 3 wide on the back. What are we doing?
Caution, 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 caution.
That didn't look good at all. That was ugly, as a matter of fact.
I need the 292 out front. He starts the race
Somebody's
by
trying
himself.
to be fast.
Yeah, a couple wise guys.
That's pitiful. They should be patient and actually did it right.
292 out front.
Again, 292, your pace setter. I would know that if I had the right screen up. Tommy Steele, Dayton Newell right behind him. Green flag. That was a much better start for the 292. But they'll all catch up once we get up here. Dayton gonna take a look to the outside. Made all his passes on the outside so far. Oh, we got Tommy Steele spinning in front of everybody. Darren Burt in the 22 machine of Wharf cannot catch a break tonight. Is that the 33 up top again? No, 33 is on the backstretch. Goodness gracious. Another one.
I need the 292 out front. 292 out front, followed by the 84. Get single file, gentlemen.
At Sircoxy Ford, they serve Joplin, Carthage, and Aurora. They serve those customers as a trusted Ford dealer in Sircoxie. Whether you're on the hunt for a new F-150 or an adventurous Bronco or even a family-friendly Escape, their knowledgeable sales team will guide you in choosing the vehicle that best fits your needs. Sircoxie Ford, they also offer an inventory of pre-owned vehicles along with the service department to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape. Visit them on High Street, conveniently located near you, or jump online to see their full inventory today.
The 21K, and then I've got the 33 and then the 34C.
Also, you can start your day off right at Great Dave's Coffee Company, located at 404 East Broadway, right here in the downtown heart of Monett, Missouri. Great Dave's Coffee is a cozy haven for caffeine enthusiasts, open Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 1:30, and Saturdays they're going to be open 8 to 12:30. Great Dave's Coffee offers a wide variety of specialty drinks, from classic lattes to unique seasonal blends. They also serve fresh pastries, and lunch is served daily. Check them out on Facebook for delicious daily specials, or just stop in and make it a great Dave. Lights are up. Thompson ready to get it on. Green flag, here we go. Dayton Newell once again into that outside. Gonna be a couple Newells right behind him, it looks like. Dayton Newell, Ben Newell, right behind Thompson. Dayton on that top side. Thompson still holding on to the lead. He shuts that door. Oh, got a little sparks coming. Shut the door too hard on him. Thompson out front by just 1/10 of a second over Dayton Newell. Ben Newell right there. Gillis. Gets her moved to the inside. We're going to stay green flag racing. Did you hear me hold my breath? So I didn't want to. What a race. Kyle Thompson, Dayton Newell, and Ben Newell, your top three, breaking away from the rest of the field here. Dayton Newell trying to plan his attack here. Dayton falls back. Ben up to that second spot now in the 83 machine. Just 1 second, less than a second, separating the top three there. Excellent racing, man. Show me some better racing anywhere else. Look at this. Top three. Thompson's got to feel like he's under attack right now. Ben Newell, Dayton Newell. Dayton Newell on his outside, looking to take the lead on the outside. Got a great run off of two. Oh, Dayton Newell hits the berm. That don't put him out of contention yet. Pete Richardson looking, taking advantage. Watch out, Ben Newell, your new challenger. Thompson, 292 on the outside. Ben Newell on the bottom. Ben Newell, your new leader. 83 machine of Newell out front. Kyle Thompson was looking for his first win of the year. Ben Newell up front. Kyle Thompson in that second spot. Dayton Newell in that third spot. Piles Appliance and Mattress, white flag being waved over the crowd now. Crowd? What's the crowd got to do with it? Pretty sure it's just the racetrack. And coming to your JB Auto Works checkered flag. Ben Newell able to steal a win here. He's not stole, he earned it. Kyle Thompson, the 292. Finishing 1 second behind him. Dayton Newell in that third spot. Pete Richardson, Hunter Stutzman, rounding out your top five. That was some great racing for a lot of laps, and in the end, it was 83 of Ben Newell standing on top of the mound. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the 83 of Ben Newell. Kyle Thompson, the 292, falling to second spot. Dayton Newell finishing third. Pete Richardson finishing fourth in the 64 machine. Hunter Stutzman in the 668, rounding out your top 5. Darren Bird able to make it up. Here on row number 5, Kenny Foster, Ron Vaughn in the 2V. Kenny Foster in the 55. They're going to start 11 and 12. Jordan Myers in the 668 going to start 13th. Ashley Vaughn in the V2 starting 14th. Evan Pyle and Joe Crum going to be row number 8 in the 72 and the 18 respectively. And Dave Comer and Phil Berkeybow Jr. going to start 17 and 18. 18 cars starting the night. Lights are out. We're ready to get it on. Pace truck, Sarcoxy Ford pace truck pulls off here. Chance Gilbert brings them around, hits that loud pedal. We're green flag racing here in your Ozark Mountain Sanitation INX Legends A feature. We are 4 and 5 wide. Things are getting crazy already. We've got one pulling off. I can't tell what one it is. It looks like Davin Lawson maybe in the 8 machine. That's unfortunate as he's a front runner. He was your outside pole sitter. I don't know if he's going to make it back. Chance Gilbert out front of this thing. Looks like we got a caution.
Caution, caution, caution. Caution, caution.
That might be Jackie Dalton, the 21 machine. The pole's right in front of the number, and I cannot see it.
67 up 1 spot. 67 up 1 spot. I need 01, followed by the 67, followed by the 34, then the 06.
All right, let's play some more music.
85. 06.
Located right here in Monett at 600 Dairy Street. Sweet F has 2 artists that are they're at the shop and they are ready to tattoo. They work like no other shop has ever. I need to.
We should go get one.
Yeah, we should go get matching tattoos. Like, what's mine say, dude? What's mine say, sweet?
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah, we should do that.
Do we just become best friends?
67, I need a lane choice, make it obvious.
Velociraptor.
67, I need a lane choice, make it obvious.
Again, they have 2 artists at the shop that are ready to tattoo. They work like no other tattoo shop has before to make sure that everyone from their loyal clients all the way to their spur-of-the-moment walk-ins are taken care of. Get some ink therapy done every day but Monday. Open 10:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can walk in or give them a call at 417-671-1651 to set up an appointment. Lights are out. Chance Gilbert gets them started there. Johnson Service Station's restart zone as they make their way around 3 and 4. Gonna take that Freedom Bank green flag here. Again, already 3 wide as they make their way around. Chance Gilbert, your current leader, the 67 of Eric Tracy. Right hot, no. That's Braxton Roop. I'm a fool. Braxton Roop with his real car, not running Mulbauer's car like he was last week. So Chance Gilbert, Braxton Roop out front all by their launch room. Just 0.3 of a second between those two. Then another 1.5 seconds back to Eric Tracy, Zerny Vest the third, and Evan Powell, your top 5. Zerny Vest able to get around. He is currently sitting in that 3rd spot. Evan Powell trying his best to do the same. He's side by side with the 67 of Tracy. No movement out of your top 2. Braxton Roop just playing follow the leader right now, literally. He gets right on the back bumper, gives them a little shove as they go through 3 and 4. Lets him know, hey, I'm right there, but he loses a lot of ground for it. Zerny Vest 2.5 seconds back. He kind of broke away from that second group.
Hey, you need to add $100 to the beer stock. Cash or the check will Steve
Chance Gilbert, your current leader here.
Sorry, I just now remembered.
5 laps in the books here. Braxton Roop just 0.7 of a second behind. Zerny Vest in that 3rd spot. Dave Comer moves up to 4th, and Evan Powell rounding out your top 5. Dave Comer moving up 13 spots so far. Evan Powell also doing 10. A lot of movement up front here. Going to be from your top 3, top 5. Dave Comer currently sitting in 4th, running his fastest lap that last time by 20.571. Chance Gilbert getting around lap traffic here. Braxton Roop getting around him. Comer starting to track down Vest as they make their way down the backstretch into 3 and 4 here on lap number 7. Now lap number 8, just past your halfway point. Comer taking a look to the bottom side of Vest. Chance Gilbert currently leading here in lap number 9. Yep, Braxton Roop in that 2nd spot. Can't get no help from the lap traffic here. Gilbert and Roop 5, almost 6 seconds, over 6 seconds now ahead of 3rd place Zerny Vest. Dave Comer hot on his tail there as they make their way through 3 and 4. Comer taking a look to that bottom side. Evan Powell right behind them by a second. Right crossing the line now. If I'm not mistaken, Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. is driving with his hood right there in his face. Hood up on the number 57 machine. We got a spin there in turn number 2.
Caution, bottom of 1 and 2. Caution, bottom of 1 and 2.
That will bring out the caution here. Caution brought to you by Cars, Keys, and More. Maybe someone should get the Berkey-Bile hood down, if we could.
He's still trying to reach out and grab it and throw it back down there. That's pretty
Yeah.
good driving.
Look at him as he makes his way down the backstretch. He just rips it off like a man possessed. Gonna hand it off to Jesse. First time he could see him.
I need the 01 out front, followed by the 34.
That is a real man, ladies and gentlemen. Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. ripping his hood off mid-race. Literally ripping it off by his hands.
85, followed by the 72, then the 06, then the 41, then the 21, then the 55. Then the
Chance
67,
Gilbert,
then the
your
18,
current leader. Braxton Roop in that 2nd spot.
then the
Dave Comer
57,
making a
then the
heck of a
18,
run.
then the 68, then the V2,
Getting around
78,
Zerny Vest there.
71.
Evan Powell
This will
currently
be a
sitting in that 5th
single
spot.
file restart, gentlemen.
Lonnie Mulbauer driving his own car. Sitting in that 6th position. Peyton Powell, Jackie Dalton, Kenny Foster, and Eric Tracy rounding out your top 5. I need to take a drink break brought to you by Wildcat Ice Cream LLC. a mobile ice cream trailer service
Kevin, stop on the back
here in
stretch.
Barry, Lawrence County.
We gotta pull that hood off, please. Phil Berkebile. Driver, stay
Wildcat
single
Ice Cream
file,
attends
please.
many
Stay
local
single
events
file.
in the area, such as races here at Monett Motor Speedway or even at Twister Alley on a Saturday afternoon. You can find them set up at the Spot in Cassville, if you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know kind of thing.
You know?
Since they're mobile, be sure to visit their Facebook page to see everywhere they're set up daily. They offer hand-scooped ice creams, banana splits, sundaes, cones, milkshakes. It brings all the boys to the yard in any flavors and floats,
57
butterbeer,
behind
non-alcoholic, of
18.
course. And they offer snow cones now that are lactose intolerant. Pretty good deal. I'm going to take a drink.
Single file restart, gentlemen. Single file restart next time by. Next time by. Single file, single.
All right, so going to be a single file restart here as we approach 11:11. Make a wish. Chance Gilbert out front still. Braxton Root, Dave Comer, Zerny Vest the third, and Evan Powell. This is going to be a good finish, ladies and gentlemen. 3 laps to go. Count them down with me.
Caution. Get single file, drivers. Get single file.
Oh, that could have been avoided. We throw another hood into the pile. I need to find some DMX. Where the hood at? Am I right?
They should bring extra pins to put them down.
Yeah, somebody's going to get fired, the pin guy.
They need to. Yeah.
Pin guy.
Or a little weld on the bolts that goes down on them. Come on.
Just a little. Who's missing their hood?
Green on the backstretch. Green on the backstretch.
Just looks like Phil. Oh, no. Aha. I see you, 68. Chance Gilbert shoots him off. Oh, problems on the Ford D1 machine. He just has a big 4 on it, so I can't never remember. But he is the 41 machine. Peyton Powell slow through the field. He'll pull her off to the inside. That'll end his night. Tough break for Peyton Powell. Last year, top 5. Zerny Vest spins. And we got another one playing bumper cars there with him. Oh, my. That will bring out the caution once again. Doesn't look like these guys are going to be drinking any victory fuel tonight. If you're running on an empty, well, nothing tastes better than victory fuel with over 1.5 times more electrolytes than the leading sports drink. Victory fuel is your winning source of hydration, all while giving you all your daily vitamins in just a 12-ounce can. Sweetened with only 6 grams of natural sugar and no added coloring, which makes it super kid-friendly. Drink Victory Fuel sends you to Victory Lane. It's like eating your Wheaties. Victory Fuel.
67, then 18T, then 57, then 18, 68.
But I can't mention Wheaties. No free shout-outs. Shout-out, no free shout-outs. If you're having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. Or if you're having legal difficulties, do you need a lawyer advice? Well, maybe you should just need to dot the I's and cross the T's. I'm having a lot of trouble right now. It's getting late in the night. It's past my bedtime. But anyway, yeah, we all agree in the booth here. Randall, Massery, and Randall, PC and Monett. They are general practice attorneys specializing in personal injury and criminal law. They have a solid reputation of effective legal practitioners. and possess a depth of experience in which to draw. You can count on them to represent you for any legal case. Flagman Chip Abramovitz hits the lights. Going to be green, white, checkered finish here in your Ozark Mountain Sanitation INX Legends A feature. Chance Gilbert brings them around 1 and 2. Hits that loud pedal. Man, what a good start for your top 2. Dave Comer not good on the restart there. Gets her gathered back up, and he's right back in contention. We have the 68 around. It looks like maybe a wheel problem. We'll see if he can. Caution, 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 caution.
Caution. Yellow, 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 yellow. Get single file, please. Get single file.
Big thank you to Stone Creek. Why can't I say that right? Stone Creek Quarries. They're your premier source for high-quality natural stone, nestled in Pierce City, Missouri. The quarry offers an extensive selection of materials perfect for construction, landscaping, and home improvement projects. With a rich history and commitment to excellence, Stone Creek Quarries provides reliable and durable stone products to meet the demands of any project. Their family-owned and operated quarry, located at 31757 Gum Road in Pierce City, Missouri. They serve a wide range of clients in the Newton, Lawrence, and Berry County areas. Give them a call for all your rock needs at 417-489-2828. Speaking of rock,
Single file, gentlemen, single file. Green and white together on the back stretch. Green and white together on the back stretch. We're at your time.
they hit the loud pedal right there between 1 and 2. Braxton Roop right there. White flag is out. 3 cars pass. Next flag ends this race. Does Braxton Roop have anything for him as they make their way through 3 and 4? Chance Gilbert out front of this thing. Braxton Roop going to fly it in there. Braxton Roop, not enough. 3 wide finish there for the 7th spot. Oh, watch out. Goodness. Great racing there from our Ozark Mountain Sanitation INX Legends A feature.
34, 9 to tech. 01, 34, 9 to tech.
Chance Gilbert in the 01 taking home the win there. 3/10 of a victory, or 3/10 of a margin the victory. What am I trying to say? Bedtime again. Braxton Roop in the 34 machine finishing in that 2nd spot. Dave Comer finishing 3rd. What? Jackie Dalton and Lonnie Mulbauer rounding out your top 5.
One on the front straight. Need a four-wheeler up here. One on the front straight. Dead water.
There's no water out there. Don't say water. This isn't a rain event. What water are you talking? What water do you speak of? Going to be 12 laps the distance here. Jet Stovall in the 00 starting on the pole. On his outside, going to be the 49 of Camden Grimes. Bronson Hawkins and Trip Johnson starting in that 2nd row, and starting in the rear, Rory Thompson, the number 9. Vision, prescription drug coverage, life insurance, paid vacations, paid holidays, short-term disability, and a 401k, in which they match $2 for every $1 employee contribution for the first 3%. Fitness center reimbursement and life assistance program.
Green out of 4, gentlemen. Going green out of 4.
They have job openings for you today. If you visit Indeed.com, you will see all current job listings.
All right, these are your little boys.
Yep.
All right, Monett.
We're
How about
excited.
the youngsters?
We're excited for them. Jet Stovall going to bring him around 3 and 4 again. 12 laps the distance. I bet they go caution free. Jet Stovall off to a good start there in the 00 machine. Boy, I'm so envious. I want to run that thing. It looks so good. They're so fancy, yeah. Jet Stovall. Your current leader, Camden Grimes, in that second spot right now. Bronson Hawkins in third. Trip Johnson. Oh, watch out, Bronson Hawkins, way high. He saves it. I thought he was going to collect that front stretch wall. We stay green flag racing here. Camden Grimes starting to gain on the 00 of Jet Stovall. Stovall going to come around to lead lap number 2. Running a 21.659. That's pretty quick. That's cooking. Kids are doing a good job of hanging on. They're doing a really good job of racing here. It's a little bit spread out, but they're all learning seat time. Seat time is the important part in this one. Jet Stovall. Currently sitting in that number 1 spot here on lap number 3, making his way around 3 and 4. Cameron Grimes in that second spot, just 1 second behind him. In that number 49 machine, Trip Johnson sitting in third. Oh! And that will bring out the caution here. Your car keys and more caution on lap number 4.
Get single file, gentlemen, single file, 9, come around the attack the field.
Growing pains. That's what this is about, learning. Jet Stovall out front of this thing, 4 laps in the books. 8 to go. Camden Grimes in the number 49 machine, sitting in the second spot. Trip Johnson in the 7J, sitting in third. Rory Thompson up to 4th, and Bronson Hawkins tagged the back of the field.
7 outside the 49.
Back to green flag racing here. Excellent restart for Jet Stovall. Side by side, Bronson Hawkins, Trip Johnson. Johnson assuming that third spot. Jet Stovall out front by 1.428 last time by. Jet Stovall running his fastest lap last time with a 20.991. Slows it down just a little bit. Roy Thompson running a 23.148, getting improving, getting faster. Camden Grimes making their fastest lap, 21.334. Jet Stovall dips it down into the 20s. Here on lap number 8, got a 2.705 second lead over Camden Grimes in that number 49 machine. Watch out, Trip Johnson getting a handle on that thing, starting to track down the 49 of Camden Grimes. laps in the books here. Going to be 2 phalanges in the air here. 2 to go in your Young Lion INX Legends A feature. Jet Stovall getting faster. 20.786 that time by. Starting to get his rhythm. Jet Stovall taking the pile of points and mattress white flag there. Getting around lap traffic. Checkered flag in the air, and that will do it for your Young Lion INX Legends first A feature here at Monett Motor Speedway. And it's going to be Jet Stovall taking home the win. Cameron Grimes finishing in that second spot. Trip Johnson rounding out your top 3. Jesse Stovall, proud dad, sitting in the infield there. Giving the boy a thumbs up. Good job. Shepard Drake going to start the 7-0 machine inside her row number 2 on his outside. Going to be Andy Austin, number 72 machine. Jackie Dalton going to start the 21 from the 5th spot on his outside. Going to be Rex Harrison, number 30. Mark Wolf from the 4W starting from that 7th spot on his outside. Currently tied for the lead in points here. Ryan Gilmore in the 66 machine. Alan Owens going to start the 79 from the 9th spot on his outside. Going to be Brett Testerman in the 52T. Kelly Chick Hicks going to give that Shaw its best shot here in the number 32 machine. He'll start it from the 11th spot on his outside. Going to be Dan Culp in the number 45 machine. And on the rear of the field, it's going to be the 00 of Kason Harris out of Bella Vista, Arkansas, and Kyle Long from Walnut Grove, Missouri in that 02. $15 laps the distance here in your Napa Auto Parts B Modified A feature. Looking for that Freedom Bank green flag, banking on freedom for generations to come. Again, big thank you to Napa Auto Parts, sponsoring the class this year. As we get things started, green flag here. Everybody gets past the flag, staying just fine. Mitch Keeter on the top side. JC Newell on the bottom. Gonna be a good battle here. Coming around lead lap number 1, it will be JC Newell on that bottom side, running the 19.137 just on his outside. Mitch Keeter, 52 machine, running a 19.253. Everybody real close there in your top 5. Jackie Dalton falls out of your top 5. No, he's still there. He's testing. Mitch Keeter trying to gain the lead off that top side. He's got a good run going down the backstretch. Led the last lap by just 7 1/1000ths of a second. A little more convincing this time. Mitch Keeter out front by 1/10 of a second over JC Newell, that 83 machine. Trevor Drake right there, right where he started. Andy Ost in that 4th position. Jackie Dalton in 5th. Ryan Gilmore looking to get in the top 5. Just outside looking in. Running that top side. Car on rails. Mitch Keeter still out front in front of JC Newell. Caution coming out here. Brett Testerman in the 52 machine. get that going. Again, a huge thank you to the crew out there at Napa Auto Parts, picking up the Be Modified sponsorship for the 2025 season, located at 641 West Highway 60 in Monett. Be sure to visit the Napa Auto Parts for all your car parts, accessories, tools, and equipment for your car, truck, and SUV. Reach them at 417-772-7212 for your Monett location. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6, 8 to 2 on Saturdays. Lights are out. Looking for that Johnson service station restart zone. And we are Freedom Bank green flag racing right now. Trevor Drake looking good on that outside. Ryan Gilmore able to sneak around the 72 of Andy. Also move into the top 5 there. Jackie Dalton moves up to 4th. Coming around a complete lap, number 5. Mitch Keeper getting in the leader here. Jason Newell in second spot. Trevor Drake, Jackie Dalton, Ryan Gilmore able to get around Andy Haas. Haas falling out of the top 5. Dalton and Gilmore ready to attack Drake. We're going to be 3 wide for that 3rd spot. Gilmore able to tuck it back behind Drake. We'll try again as we go through 1 and 2. Dalton on the bottom, catfishing. Oh, Gilmore scraping that back wall as they make their way down the backstretch. Trevor Drake holding his line. Gilmore scratching his head, wondering what he's got to do to get around him here. Right there on the back bumper, good, respectful racing between those 3. Meanwhile, Mitch Keeter still out front here, doing nothing but helping his points lead. Slide job going in front of Drake. Ryan Gilmore takes over that 3rd spot. Now he's got to reel him in. Mitch Keeter out front of this thing. JC Newell on that 2nd spot, 7/10 of a second behind him. Falls back to 9/10 of a second. Ground to make up, but he's doing it good with an 18.85 second. Brett Testerman involved in his 2nd wreck. That's exactly what Ryan Gilmore needed right there. Mitch Keeter out front here. JC Newell on that 2nd spot.
72, 30, 45, 02, 79, 00, 4W.
Ryan Gilmore in 3rd. Trevor Drake falls back to 4th. And Jackie Dalton rounding out your top 5. Back to green flag racing here. Mitch Keeter out front of this. Ryan Gilmore on that top side. Newell right to his bottom. Gilmore to 2nd. Scraping the wall again. He's going to have some sheet metal work to do when he gets home tonight. Back to work tomorrow, wherever he may go. Mitch Keeter out front. See what his lead looks like this time. Keeter out front by half a second over Gilmore. Gilmore in that 2nd spot trying to reel him in. JC Newell falls back to that 3rd spot. Jackie Dalton getting around Trevor Drake. Drake moving to that 5th position. Watch out, he's got Oss right behind him. Everybody's brake checking at the top of 4. Gilmore running that high side. Both guys running their fastest lap that last time by here on lap 11. Mitch Keeter's just a little bit faster. Running at 18.698 last time by. Gilmore gets faster and faster. Faster lap for him that time. 18.813 for Gilmore. Gilmore starting to reel him in as they go down the backstretch here. Coming to lap 13, going to be 2 phalanges in the air. 2 more laps to go. Your points leaders battling it out for the lead here. Gilmore right there on his tracks. Going to be a white flag this time by Mitch Keeter out front. Ryan Gilmore in that second spot. Gilmore throws it to the top side. They go around 1 and 2. Good run. Keeter shuts him down. Gilmore looks to the bottom side. They run into each other. Keeter protecting that bottom side. Gilmore hits the berm. Checkered flag for Keeter. What a finish, ladies and gentlemen. Keeter taking the win there. Ryan Gilmore finishing second. J.C. Newell, Jackie Dalton, and Trevor Drake rounding out your top 5. This is going to be the class to watch this year, ladies and gentlemen. Your Napa Auto Parts B Modified A feature putting on a heck of a show for you, the fans, here at midnight. It's not quite midnight, but it was close. What a great feature again. Checkered flag being brought to you by JB Auto Works. Now it is time for your A Modified Hughes. Inside row number 2 is going to be Dean Weil in the 68 machine. On his outside, Weston Holman, Kyle Slater, and Wyatt Gajero in the 19K and the 15W. Going to start 5 and 6. Caitlin Lopez, Tyler Wolf, row number 4. We're ready to get this thing on. I apologize, I did not have enough time to announce anything. That's going to bring out the caution. We are missing a door right off the bat. Problems on the Hughes machine as he goes towards the back. Not sure what the problem was on the 712 of Trevor Hughes. So caution coming out here before we even get started, basically. Trevor Hughes safe in his spot.
Trevor Hughes, you will be outside your dad. The caution is for debris on the front stretch. The caution is for debris on the front stretch.
Hey, drinking and driving don't mix. Make sure your pit crew has a designated driver. We want you to drive sober, slow down, buckle up, and put your cell phone down. A message from the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, working towards 0 highway fatalities. Show me 0. Visit SaveMoLives.com. You heard the man. Going to be an original restart here. Again, caution being brought out for the debris on the front stretch and not for Trevor Hughes going off on the front stretch. Want to make sure all race fans and employees are off the fence whenever we start the race here. All right. Again, original restart means we're going to start out of turn number 4, just like we originally planned. Hey. They're canceling the... Yeah. Got to warn our race director. We're all standing ready to get this thing on. We appreciate you fans who have stuck around with us. Been a great night of racing so far. Hate to watch the replays. Jesse Stovall, turn 2, picking rocks. Terrible time to do so. We got to do that on a Saturday.
Going green out of turn 4, gentlemen. Going green out of turn 4.
I want to make sure all of our racers remain safe here. So we got a pair of Hughes starting on the pole here. Jason Hughes and Trevor Hughes, father and son, ready to get this thing started. Green flag, here we go. Still side by side, Jason Hughes, Trevor Hughes as they make their way through 3 and 4. Trevor on the top side, Jason on the bottom. Trevor hitting that berm there. Jason Hughes out front of this thing by half a second of the 68 of Dean Will. Ooh, 4-car. Tyler Wolf slow, goes to the inside. Looks like he's got some damage to the right rear. Jason Hughes extending his lead out to 7/10 of a second, which is great for him. Trevor Hughes and Willie still side by side, fighting for that second spot. Trevor running his fastest lap, 18.292. Dean Wheel, Kyle Slater, Wyatt Gagaro, your top 5. Jason Hughes still out front of this thing, coming to lap number 5 here. Caution coming after the number 34 machine of Weston Holman. Returning winner from this year. Winner of the only A-Mod race we've ran so far this year. Again, tough break for the 4W machine, having to pull in to the infield. Winner of last year's Larry Phillips Memorial. Hope to see him out again this year.
I need the 15L up 1 spot. 15L up 1 spot.
Again, June 27th and 28th. Going to be a 2-day show with the USRA Heartland Modified Tour coming to Monett Motor Speedway. 2-day show for that Larry Phillips Memorial this year.
247 down, 57 out, X down, 55 out, 34 tag the back of the field. Jason Hughes, you start the race on the backstretch, sir. You start the race on the backstretch.
Jason Hughes, your current leader. Going to be a Delaware double file restart going down the backstretch. Trevor Hughes, Dean Weil, 1 and 2 rather. Trevor ready to get that thing started. Jason out front, green flag. Everybody ships her through 3 and 4 rather. Looks like Chris Lewis. Problems on the 15L machine. See if he can pull it to the front or pull her to the rear. Looks like he'll take her to the back if he can make it all the way back around. Meanwhile, out front, Jason Hughes out front of Trevor Hughes. 3 wide. Oh! 15 machine of Wyatt Gagaro. Almost getting smashed up there in the front stretch wall. California driver, Kalen Lopez, up to that 4th spot. Looking much better here in the feature. Jason Hughes, Trevor Hughes, top 2. Kyle Slater up to 3rd. Kalen Lopez and Wyatt Gagaro, your top 5 at the moment. Lopez starting to catch Slater, looking to the inside of Slater as they move through 1 and 2. Right there on his back bumper. I think he's got this thing figured out as he makes his way to the bottom side of Slater here. Side by side, they go down the front stretch. Slater still being scored in that 3rd spot. Lopez just a little more power down the back stretch. Oh!
Caution, 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 middle of 4. Caution, 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 middle of 4.
Trevor Hughes spinning there in turn number 4. Single car incident.
Get single file, get single file. You can 12 out front, followed by the 19K.
Hate to see that for the 712 of Trevor Hughes.
W 68, 45, 73, 247, 57H, 55, 34. 19, I need a lane choice, make it obvious. 19, I need a lane choice, make it obvious. 16 down.
Right now, Kylan Garner in that
15 down,
blue and yellow
68 out, 45 down.
Danny Miller logging machine, your current
24 out, 57 down.
hard charger. Moving up 4 positions from 4th to 7th. Or, I'm sorry, from 11th to 7th.
Trevor, I need you in front of the...
Kalen Lopez coming from the 7th spot, currently sitting in 4th.
Your lineup
Excellent
is
run
good
for the
right
California
there.
driver.
Lineup is good right there. 12 of Hughes, you start the race on the back stretch next time by. Stack it up, stack it up.
Jason
stack it up,
Hughes
stack
with
it
your
up.
fastest lap, almost getting into that 17-second class. Running at 18.135 there on lap number 4. Looking for the Johnson service station restart zone there. Hitting that loud pedal. We're going to be green flag racing here, brought to you by Freedom Bank. Jason Hughes crossing the flag stand here, shipping off into 1 and 2. Kyle Slater on kill, running that top side. Loses that momentum though. Jason Hughes just so fast in the straights. Hughes getting into 24/7 machine of Dotson, trying to make his way through the field back to the front. Kylan Lopez in that 3rd spot, looking to take over the 2nd spot from Slater. Looking to the bottom side. They're going to be nose and nose through 1 and 2. He's got the edge over him. Slater not going anywhere though. Lopez taking over that 2nd spot. Jason Hughes still out front by 2 whole seconds over Kalen Lopez. Kyle Slater, Wyatt Gagaro, Dean Wiley, your top 5. 15 machine getting around Slater. Slater falling back slowly. In that 19K machine, he'll fall back to the 4th spot. Kylan Garner knocking on the top 5 door. Trying to get around the 68 machine. They're side by side going down the front stretch. He'll take her back right behind. 68 having to move up for Slater. That'll allow the 45 to jump in the top 5 there. Jason Hughes still out front, just extending his lead with every lap. 16.116. Kalen Lopez again really starting to figure this out at 18.436, his fastest lap there on lap number 15. As we come to 4 to go here in your USRA A Modified A feature. Kalen Lopez just slightly off the pace of his last lap, running faster laps now than Jason Hughes. Trevor Hughes snuck up on me. Like race director Jeff Ogle says, he's banging that cushion. Everybody else floating on the bottom. He's going to be passing them 2 at a time on the top. Trevor Hughes back in your top 5. Looking to get around Kyle Slater here on 1 and 2. White flag out for your leader, your Pile Appliance and Mattress. White flag out for Jason Hughes. Kalen Lopez falls back just a little more, right at that 2-second mark. Hughes gets around Slater. He is top 4 again. And your checkered flag and the win go to Jason Hughes. Kalen Lopez coming in that 2nd spot. Wyatt Gagaro in 3rd. Trevor Hughes up to 4th. And Kyle Slater rounding out your top 5.
Once again, 12, 16B, 15W to Tech. Victory lane will be after this next feature.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, last feature of the night, and then we'll have victory lane. It's going to be the Bombers. Lopez from California in the 16B, finishing 2nd. Wyatt Gagaro, Trevor Hughes, and Kyle Slater rounding out your top 5. Row number 3. Row number 4, Larry Jordan, Jack Hamer, Daniel Bishop, Michaela Seward, and Pete Navarro and Zachary Hawkins in the rear there. We're ready to go and starting this thing off here with the 2M of Corbin Mooney. Mooney heading it back down the back stretch here. He'll take the lead here. 930 of James DeWitt in that 2nd spot in the 82X. Right in his shadow. Oh, Ethan Dockery parks it on a tire. That's going to be a lengthy. Tough break for the 15E. Had a great run in his hot laps and his heat races. We'll get him off the tire. He'll get right back into it. Nothing like Cotton Eye Joe at midnight. We're ready to get this thing started once again here. Looking for that Freedom Bank green flag. Original restart. Good racing out front. Top 5 looking fast. Jack Hamer starting to fall off just a little bit. He'll jump up in that top 5 as well. Again, another fast class here. Corbin Mooney going to lead lap number 1 there. 1 lap in the books here in your Hot Wired Auto Sales Mid-America Rebuilders Bomber A feature. Corbin Mooney out front. James DeWitt in that 2nd spot. Evan Clark, Michael Gillis, and Zachary Riddick rounding out your top 5. Michael Gillis looking to the bottom side. He'll try to take that 2nd spot over. He looks underneath with James DeWitt as they make their way down the backstretch. Corbin Mooney out front by half a second, actually 4/10 of a second. James DeWitt falling back to that 3rd spot, giving a little bump to the 55 or the 33 machine rather. Michael Gillis taking over that 2nd spot. James DeWitt moved back to 3rd. Zachary Riddick in 4th, and Jack Hamer in your top 5. Maybe problems. Looks like it may be a flat on the 82 machine. tough break after a good run.
Infield crew, check on the 82 on the front straight.
Yep, looks like a right front flat for the 82 machine. Michael Gillis. Michael Gillis, your current leader in that number 33 machine. Corbin Mooney, I was distracted by the 82. I didn't even see the pass. I'm not a good announcer. Oh boy. 21 machine bounces her off the wall. That's going to be Miss Seward. Does a good job of hanging on to it. Your top four just all right there together. James DeWitt, your new leader. Top four just, you could literally throw a blanket over them because they're in a big square, rectangle. I don't know what a bed is. I haven't been to a bed in 24 hours. James DeWitt, your current leader, side by side for second. Zachary Riddick and Michael Gillis. What a photo that would be right there. Your top four just all right there together. Michael Gillis fighting from the inside. Zachary Riddick sitting there in there sideways. 3 wide for second. Oh, James DeWitt falls off the pace. Not sure what's going on with him. Your leader gets right behind a lap car. He's able to get around him there. Michael Gillis out front. Corbin Mooney and Zachary Riddick still side by side for that second spot. Jack Hamer moves up to fourth. Your leader makes his way off of turn number 4, takes the checkered flag. Michael Gillis getting his first win of the year.
I need the 33 to in, 22Z to 10. 33 to in, 22Z to 10. 33, I need you on the front stretch for Victory Lane. 33, I need you on the front stretch for Victory Lane.
And that'll do it for tonight's racing events. Stay tuned. We're going to, I know it's after midnight, but we're going to interview some drivers. Michael Gillis and the 33 machine taking home the win there. Corbin Mooney finishing second. Zachary Riddick finishing third. Jack Hamer fourth. Daryl Riddick finishing fifth. Brandon Bishop. Zachary Hawkins, 6th and 7th. James DeWitt falling back to 8th. Daniel Bishop in her first race finishing 9th. Michaela Seward in her first race finishing top 10. Excellent racing tonight from all of our crowd. It's bedtime. Love you. Night-night.